Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? And so we are here for Sunday Night Football, and we've got the Baltimore Ravens here versus the Los Angeles Chargers. And so both teams right now, hey, this is the time of the year where everybody's fighting to try to get in better playoff position here. The season is getting closer and closer towards the destination. As for the Ravens, they're 8-3 on the year, but they've got tough competition. You've got Pittsburgh at 7-4. You've got Cleveland that's also 7-4. And so tough division in that one as well. And that's for the Chargers, currently sitting in last place in their division right now. They want to change that narrative here and try to salvage their season. They're 4-6 on the year. We'll see if they can find a way to upset the Ravens here at home. But let's see what happens here. Kickoff on the way. And we're going to see the Chargers come out here first. And Justin Herbert, when you have a guy like this, you're pretty much in every single game that you play. And so I expect a big game from him, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler. We'll see how it happens. And so Kenneth is here. Kenneth says, hey, Mr. JB, how are you doing tonight? And you say you're doing good. JB is doing great. How about yourself? And then Arceon Aces, what's good? And you say, JBZ, what's good, man? And so I am great. How about yourself? Meanwhile, for the Chargers, draw play on the first one. Austin Eckler up the middle for 2 yards on the carry. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this Chargers offense here against this Baltimore Ravens defense. How effective will this Chargers offense be? Justin Herbert, this is an uphill battle that he's facing pretty much the rest of the way. So he's got to find a way to will his team here in this one. All right, so we got 2nd and 8. Tight end goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Gives it to the back. And that's Joshua Kelly. He picks up 3 yards on the play. 3rd down, coming up 3rd and 5. For the Chargers from your own 30-yard line. But again, Justin Herbert, he's my quarterback on my fantasy team, and so I need a big day from him. Arceon Aces says, did you burn all your Ohio State gear yet? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Things never get that bad. I say that now, but no, they never get that bad. But here we go for the Chargers, 3rd and 5, shotgun formation. Herbert looking. Herbert throws it deep. Has a man all by himself, makes the catch. Wow, takes it all the way to the Baltimore 39-yard line. That's Jerron Everett there with the catch for 31 yards. So Herbert, he's not playing around. He's coming out swinging in this one. And so let's see if this can spark this Chargers team. But what a big-time play. That time, he was looking at Keenan Allen. Keenan wasn't open, so he threw the ball. Despite getting hit, he found his tight end there. Big-time play. Cannot forget about it. We've got Joe Brown here in the chat. How are you? And he says, how are you doing, JB? I am doing good. Thank you so much for asking. All right, so here we go. First quarter, 13 minutes to go in the first. Herbert gets the snap. Moving around, throws it to Austin Eckler. Eckler trying to split defenders, takes it all the way to the Baltimore 35-yard line. Picked up 4 yards on the catch. Tackled by Patrick Queen on the play. All right, meanwhile, let me go ahead and get the poll question up here for us. All right, so here we go. Tight end goes in motion. 2 tight ends on the play. Feeds it to the back and up the middle. Fighting forward still. Austin Eckler here picks up 5 yards on the play. He's got 2 carries for 7 yards in this one. 3rd and 1 coming up from the Baltimore 30-yard line. So big 3rd down right here. If you're the Chargers, you're thinking touchdown on this drive. You want to set the tone here today. And so Lewis, what's good with you? Lewis says, let's go. Again, Lewis trying to get back on a win streak here as well. And so hopefully you got a couple wins since the last time we spoke, I hope. All right, 3rd and inches. Feeds it to Austin Eckler. Eckler following his blocker, gets to the edge. Nice pickup on the play. Got the 1st down, takes it all the way to the Ravens' 24-yard line. And now he's got 1st and 10 here for the Chargers from the 24-yard line. They are moving and grooving on this drive. You say you need to end that losing streak, and you took the over at 47. So Lewis says he's going to go ahead and abandon the under strategy after Saturday, and he's going to go ahead and take the over here. Hopefully it works out for you. All right, but here goes the Chargers. Shotgun again. This time Everett goes out in motion. Gets the snap. Looking. Throws it. Gets the completion. And that's going to be a first down on the play. All right, and that was Keenan Allen there with the catch. Let's see what the referees mark him at, though. Let's see where they mark him at. All right, so they say he's a yard shy there. Oh, man, look at Justin Herbert's finger. He's still, looks like he's not able to grip that ball with that finger, but wow. Still, nice throw. 2nd and inches here. Shotgun, 2 receivers, bottom of the screen. Tight end goes in motion. Feeds to the back end of the shotgun. That's Joshua Kelly, and he is going to pick up 3 yards and a first down here. So now we're at the Baltimore 12-yard line here for the Chargers. Again, opening drive of the game. Eric, what's good with you? Eric says, hey, folks. Kenneth says, how about the Noles and Gators game last night? Hey, yesterday had a ton of games, man. That Alabama-Auburn game, JB almost, I felt like I lost twice yesterday. I mean, obviously, you guys know what Ohio State losing, that was tough. But seeing Auburn losing that fashion, that was even tougher to watch. They give it to the receiver on the end around, trying to bounce to the outside here, cuts up, finds a way to pick up a yard in the play, and that was Darius Davis there on the end around carry. 2nd and 9 coming up from the Baltimore 11-yard line. Let's see, Eric says, you're doing well? Bet. And again, Chargers here, they're trying to finish this on off in the end zone. I know that they are laser locked in because they have no room for error the rest of this season. No room for error. They just got to win and hope for the best. All right, but here in the shotgun, 2nd and 9. Receiver goes in motion. Gets it. Herbert looking. Herbert on the move. Herbert. He's going to run. Goes out of bounds at the 5. That was uncalled for. That was uncalled for here. Got to protect my fantasy quarterback there. Can't go hit him like that. And so he hit Herbert on that one. Knowing Herbert was going out of bounds, okay, so we've got, all right, a lot of intensity out there. Players, took exception to that. JB took exception to that as well. He was heading out of bounds. There was no need for that. No need for that. We got a penalty out here. All right, let's see. Putting up the poll question here before we see what the penalty is going to be. Yep. Oh, wow. That's going to be, they call it on the offense there, unnecessary roughness. Huh. Wow. I'm a little surprised by that one. Eric says he's doing well, and you say the Huskies almost blew it. And so, man, they weren't the only team. They were not the only team. There were some games that went down to the wires, but I really did not expect that game. I knew it was going to be a good one. I didn't expect it to be that close, though. All right, so 3rd and 19. Out of the shotgun, Keenan Allen goes in motion. Herbert looking. Herbert on the move. Herbert just throws that one away there. 4th down coming up. All right, so what started off as a great, promising drive right there, that unnecessary roughness penalty came back to really bite him on that. Because I feel like if that doesn't happen there for the unnecessary roughness, then maybe they find a way to keep that momentum going. But that certainly killed all the momentum. And so Justin Jefferson, what's good with you, JJ? And you say, hey, all. And so how are you doing? I know you're ready for tomorrow's night game with the Vikings and the Bears there. And, of course, that'll be JB's next stream there. So believe it or not, this is stream 4 in a row in terms of 4 days in a row. And tomorrow would be 5. So looking forward to that. Kenneth says, are you doing any college football championship games Friday and Saturday? And so, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So I know, Friday, I'll try to do like I did last Friday in terms of that. I shouldn't have any issues with that. So I should be able to do that on Friday as well. Haven't determined which ones I'm going to do. I might even possibly try to do a second one on Saturday, potentially. Keyword potentially. It's just, what I'll do is I'll put up a goal for the chat in like the first game, and if we reach that goal, then I'll probably stream a second game. on Saturday. I'll probably do it like that. All right, meanwhile, the field goal for the Chargers is good. So Chargers, first drive, they drove it down there. Justin Herbert was 3 of 4 for 44 yards. Austin Eckler, he had 3 carries for 13 yards. And Gerald Everett, he had a catch for 31 yards. All that resulted in the Chargers coming away with 3 points on a 12-play, 54-yard drive that took off 5 minutes and 57 seconds off the clock. And when we come back, we'll get to see the Baltimore Ravens for the first time offensively today. And JJ said Michigan won. Rubbing it in on JB. My. JB is not sure what has my team done to deserve so much hatred from everybody. I understand Bama. I understand hating Bama, but why hate JB's team? We're the good guys. All right, but again, we're here in the first quarter with 9 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Lewis says field goal. That's right, Lewis. Got a field goal on that drive there. Ultimately, that unnecessary roughness penalty really killed momentum the Chargers were building up on that drive. So after that penalty, they were faced with like 3rd and 19, and they were unable to do anything with that. So they ended up with 3 points there. And we'll see what those Baltimore Ravens end up doing when they come out here offensively. And man, JB's got to check his fantasy team because there's been some intense matchups in fantasy right now. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's see. Justin Jefferson says Alabama should have won. Alabama did win that matchup. They did win that matchup. Auburn ended up making a critical mistake in the back of the end zone there on 4th down, on 4th and long. And they just went to sleep. Like that had to be one of the biggest brain farts I've seen since the last time I remember when the Dolphins beat the Patriots on a Hail Mary back when we put Gronk in the secondary and stuff like that. He took a bad angle. It was just one of the worst things I have seen and all like that. But Bama that was one heck of a throw. Milroe made one heck of a throw in the back of the end zone, and that was a nice job by Bond to get that catch. That was tremendous on their part to be able to pull that off. Because if you don't have perfect execution, that doesn't happen. You say you mean Ohio State? And so we made too many mistakes. Kyle McCord, that first interception that he threw that gifted Michigan 7 points, they almost had more points than they did on offense at that point in the game. So that was a big mistake. There was mistakes and stuff like that. Were we in it? Yes. That last interception, did it kill us? Yes. But, they won that one. Mistakes are a part of the game here. It's our job not to make those mistakes, and we made those mistakes. So we just got to hopefully grow from it. But very disappointing. Very disappointing. All right, so let's see what the Baltimore Ravens are going to do here offensively as they're going to be starting off from their own 25-yard line after the touchback here. Again, they trail right now 3-0 here in the first quarter with 9 minutes and 3 seconds to go. But this is the first time that they will have the football offensively. And we know the story. Mark Andrews out for the year. That one really hurts. But this receiving core has to be the best receiving core that they've had since they've had Lamar Jackson. Heck, it's been a while since I can remember Baltimore having a receiving core quite like this. So they're going to have to rely on this receiving core. They've got some pieces. Can it all come together? Let's see. JJ says UGA almost lost. Yes, Georgia Tech gave a run for their money. They gave them a run for their money, and it was interesting. I'm telling you, something about rivalry week, you just get no sleep the night before because literally anything can happen out there. And you might lose in heartbreaking fashion, or you might be victorious. Absolutely. Meanwhile, we had a timeout call by the Chargers there to avoid a penalty for having 12 men on the field. I sure hope this is the type of game that Lamar Jackson just takes over with his legs. I took him with the over at 8.5 carries, so he's at least got to get me 9 and try not to throw the ball to OBJ at all. All right, so here we go. First and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Tight end goes in motion here, snaps the ball, and he's going to feed it to Mitchell up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. And again, Mitchell, he's got some real speed to him, And so I like his trajectory. You know, I feel like the more carries he gets, he's going to continue to get better in this league. So I like him. Meanwhile, fakes the end around and Lamar Jackson gets that carry for a first down there. It took me a second to realize who actually had the ball. That was a great fake. That was a great fake. JJ says, did you see the Eagles game? I did. I seen the Eagles game because I was really watching that game, mostly thinking about my fantasy football team. I had them on my mind, but man, that was just a great game. Buffalo jumped out early, but Philadelphia finally got going, and Jalen Hurts, he used his legs there. Devontae Smith, he avoided A.J. Brown for the most part, which did not help JB's fantasy team that much. Meanwhile, pass completed to OBJ, and OBJ is going to pick up 9 yards on the play. And so RC on Nation says, JB, my Iowa Lady Hawkeyes playing. We playing for an early tournament showcase championship game versus Kansas State, and we better get it done tonight or else I'm going to need emotional damage counseling. And so, well, JB the professor, we got you. We got you here. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, heading to the back up the middle, and he's going to pick up the first down. Picks up 3 yards on the carry. That's Mitchell's second carry of the game. 2 carries for 8 yards so far in this one. Ball's almost at midfield. So we got 1st and 10 for the Baltimore 49-yard. Again, Baltimore right now trailing 3-0 as the Chargers on their first possession drove it down to the red zone, but had to settle for 3 points after an unnecessary roughness penalty ended up moving them backwards and killed momentum. Let's see. JJ says Allen is 0-6 in overtime, and so that's not a record you want. That's not a record that you want. I promise you that much. All right, so from their own 49-yard line, Jackson gets it. Quick pass. Caught by Flowers. And Flowers is going to get brought down after picking up 3 yards on the play. Zay Flowers with the catch. 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And this puts the ball on the Chargers side of the field at their 48-yard line. Again, so far in this drive, 5 plays, 27 yards, and over 2 minutes in terms of time of possession off the clock so far on this drive. All right, the 2nd and 7. All right, we got Jackson up under center. 2 tight ends. Tosses it to the back. Following his blockers here. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Chargers did a tremendous job of closing that gap. All right, let's see how we're doing right now on the poll. And we've got 9 votes so far. 56% of you believe the Chargers will win this game. Okay. 44% say the Ravens. Let's see. Anything can happen, especially in these primetime matchups. Anything can happen. But let us see. All right, so now we're faced with a 3rd and 7 situation. During the first quarter with 5 minutes and 35 seconds to go, Jackson's going to line up in the shotgun formation. Making adjustments on the line. 5 seconds on the play clock. Gets the snap. Looking. Feeling the rush. Throws that when the ball gets tipped. That's incomplete. Isaiah likely was the intended target on the play, but Chargers did an excellent job getting the hand up, getting the tip, and getting the stop, and that will bring up 4th down. And they're at the Chargers' 48-yard line, so that'll bring up the punt unit. Let's see, JJ said you need Jackson to get at least 20 or 30 fantasy points for you in order to come back. And so, all right, JB's looking to see. I mean, right now when it comes to JB's teams, I just need to make sure that one, Keenan Allen does not go off today. But at the same time, if Justin Herbert can just go out there and just give me just a solid performance, solid performance, try to avoid throwing a touchdown to Keenan Allen, throw to somebody else, that'll help JB out tremendously. And I need Lamar Jackson to just focus on running. Just run. Just run. But I hope you get that. I hope you get that. All right, so we're going to hit the commercial. Again, we're here in the first quarter. 5 minutes and 13 seconds to go. When we come back, the Chargers will have the ball for their 2nd offensive possession of the game. Chargers leading this one 3-0. And again, that first drive out there, they were able to move the ball, but that drive halted when they had the unnecessary roughness penalty and ended up having to settle for 3 points on that drive. But let's see if this time if they can go ahead and finish things. JJ says, JB, how was your Thanksgiving? And so, honestly, JJ, my Thanksgiving, it was good. It was good. It's just my current job had informed me prior to that, like they were basically going to be letting the entire department go. So like I was like, oh man, so you guys let us know like right before Thanksgiving. So it was like a mixture type of feeling on Thanksgiving there, like happy for Thanksgiving, thankful for that. But at the same time, it's like, oh man, now it's like, what do we do from here? What do we do from here? So it was like, kind of mixed. But Thanksgiving itself, I enjoyed it. How about yourself? Let's see. Kenneth says, what's your favorite Christmas movie? And so JJ says Home Alone. Home Alone is not a bad answer at all. Not a bad answer at all. And stuff like when I think about Christmas movies and stuff. So let JB think here. When it comes to my favorite go-to Christmas movie and stuff like that, I mean, I feel like I'm always watching something new every year as long as it's like just Christmas theme and stuff like that. But I mean, Home Alone's not a bad choice. It is not a bad choice at all. Or maybe some classics, maybe some classics that just bring back some old memories and stuff like that, like The Wizard of Oz or something like that. Just something that's a throwback, All right, so we're getting ready to come back from the commercial here. Again, we're here in the first quarter with 5 minutes and 13 seconds to go. All right, out of the shotgun. Herbert in the pocket. On the move. He's going to run for this one, and he will pick up about 5 yards on the quarterback scramble. Second down coming up. So Justin Herbert saying, I'll do it myself this time. Let's see, JJ says, then the night before Christmas. All right, 2nd and 5. 2 receivers top the screen, 2 tight ends, 1 back in the backfield. Gives it to Kelly on the carry, and he picks up 2 yards. 3rd and 3 coming up. Lewis says he needs touchdowns. He says he needs touchdowns. I'm actually a tad bit surprised that you took the over on this one, but I guess, you figured the Ravens might light it up, so I guess I'm a little surprised you took the over. All right, 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun. Got to get a first down here. Keenan Allen goes in motion. Snaps it. Herbert looking, throws it, gets the completion. Did he reach out and extend enough to get the first? Let's see what the officials say. All right, first down. First down. That's a very good spot right there by the officials. That's going to be a first down there for the Chargers. Again, that was Keenan Allen. He's got 2 catches, 12 yards so far in this one. All right, let's see. JJ says the Ravens are going to win this one 31-10. So under that scenario, Lewis would not be happy because that would be another loss if he ended up below 47. All right, fakes it to the back. Herbert on the move, getting away from the defender here. And he is going to maybe pick up a yard on the play. That defense was there. Again, JB's going to continuously be checking on his fantasy team here. Got to see how things are going right now. This is very big right here. Cannot afford to lose another week. All right, so they're going to give it to the receiver on the end around here, and he gets brought down the backfield here. He's going to lose a couple yards on that play, either 2 or 3 yards. So now we're going to have 3rd and long come up here for the Chargers, 3rd and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Let's see. JJ says that he does not believe in the Chargers. Does not believe in the Chargers. All right, 3rd and 10. Bootlegging. Trying to avoid the rush. Herbert throws this one. Incomplete there. Incomplete. Closest receiver was Jalen Guyton, although the safety made an excellent attempt to almost try to pick that one off. Let's see. JJ said they need like CJ Stroud or something then maybe. And so I feel like for them, it may just be the coach, honestly. I just feel like, you get a better coach in there that could severely help this team. I love me some Justin Herbert. I do love him. What I don't love is that it feels like there's something about this team that they just can't be clutch. You know what? I would like to see who would win if you would have been a playoff matchup and it was Josh Allen and his 0-6 record in overtime versus the Chargers and all like that in a game in which if they win, that means that they would actually move on to where someone actually has to, do something uncharacteristic. Because the Chargers, they lose a lot of close games. Josh Allen doesn't win in overtime. So if it went to overtime, Chargers and Bills, that'd be interesting to see who actually breaks the curse in that scenario. Meanwhile, though, we did have the punt, so Baltimore will take over from their own 23-yard line. Again, first quarter, 2 minutes and 2 seconds still right now. So far, Lamar Jackson, 2 of 3 for 12 yards. OBJ is his leading receiver with 9 yards on the catch. Mitchell, he's got 3 carries for 8 yards. And I expect for this drive, hopefully Lamar Jackson starts using his legs here to move the chains. But CJ Stroud, love what CJ Stroud's been doing, man. Love it. Absolutely love it. I know they lost today, and what a fashion in which they lost. But the kid's exciting. He has it. He's got that it factor. Let's see. We got 11 votes in so far here. Let's see. We're still in the first quarter here. And so let's see if we can get a couple more votes in before the end of the quarter. Let JB know where you stand in this one. Is it the Ravens or is it the Chargers? JJ says, every time they get close to the playoffs, they lose and remember the playoff game against the Jaguars and say, oh, I cannot forget that. I cannot forget that. Absolutely. Cannot forget that. Absolutely. And so Lewis is just shaking his head right now. He's just shaking his head. He's like, guys, what are we doing? He's like, what are we doing? Lewis is like he's starting to feel the pain now. Oh man, Lewis. And so yeah, I feel like if I would have did this game, I feel like I would have taken the under. But again, we are at the commercial here. And just a reminder that the next stream will be between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. And once again, Mac Jones kept his streak of getting benched during the game, kept that streak going. I don't know why we're starting this man to bench him, but I think Bill Belichick just loves to do it. Just as a shot at Robert Kraft, like this is the guy you wanted me to stick with, so I'm gonna continuously do this. Lewis says worried, and it's only the first quarter. That's bad. JJ says this is a bad matchup to be honest. All right, here we go. Fakes it to the back. Lamar throws it, gets the catch, and a first down. Look at that. Big time play to Isaiah Likely. Picked up 14 yards on the play. Up, but the officials decide that they want to make their presence here, and so this one might be coming back. Yep, they're going to call holding on the offense. So holding on the offense backs them up, so that's going to negate the play, backs them up 10 yards. Now we're looking at 1st and 20 from the Baltimore 12-yard line. Let's see. JJ says, if JJ plays, they are going to get destroyed. And so I'm looking forward to seeing that because I'm happy for my guy Joshua Dobbs out there. I'm really happy for him, the opportunity that he's taking advantage of, so I'm happy for him. So it'd be nice to see him with a receiver like JJ out there. Quick pass, completed, and look at him move. Oh my goodness. At some point, he's got to stop trying to hurdle everybody. He's running like the guy who makes a mistake and press the hurdle button every time he's running. But that was a big-time play by Isaiah Likely. Picked up 18 yards, and now it's going to be 2nd and 2 for the Baltimore 30-yard line. Kenneth says next Monday football game is the Jags versus the Bengals. And so, okay, that's going to be a rather interesting one. I mean, Cincinnati today, obviously growing pains without Burrow there, but they tried to keep it competitive. They did. All right, from their own 30-yard line in the shotgun, feeds it to the back. He picks up the first down. All right, so pick up the first down there. Again, that was Gus Edwards on the carry. He picks up 4 yards, taking to the Baltimore 34-yard line. All right, so here we go. Flowers goes in motion for the Ravens. Quick pass, kisses to OBJ, and OBJ is going to pick up a first down here for the Ravens. Picks up 11 yards with the catch. And that should be enough to take us to the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, the score, Chargers 3, Ravens 0. Oh, man, Lewis. This is not off to the start that you wanted. All right, but again, commercial now. But so far in this one, Lamar Jackson, 4 of 5 for 41 yards passing. Justin Herbert is 4 of 6 for 47 yards passing. On the ground, Mitchell, he's got 3 carries for 8 yards, while Austin Eckler, he's got 3 carries for 13 yards. Leading receivers for both teams, OBJ, 2 catches, 20 yards, while Gerald Everett, he's got 1 catch for 31 yards so far in this one. JJ says next Thursday night football is the Raiders versus the Chargers. So how are the Chargers getting so many primetime matchups is what I want to know. How are we getting so many primetime matchups here? But, I mean, normally it would be a good thing. But this year, it's like, all right. But we'll see. We'll see. They're up right now 3-0. When we come back, second quarter will be starting, and we'll see what the Ravens can do. Because right now they're at their own 45-yard line. So can they put together a drive and get some points is the question. Already OBJ with 2 catches in this one for 20 yards. All right, let's see. Yep, so tomorrow's Monday Night Football matchup, the Bears and the Vikings. All right, and as we continue to wait for the second quarter to get started, be sure if you haven't done so already to go ahead and let us know who you have winning this game. Will it be the Chargers? Will it be the Ravens? Go ahead and cast your vote. Meanwhile, Chargers right now leading the poll. 59% of you picked the Chargers, 41% for the Ravens so far in this one. And so, again, 1 quarter in the book. Chargers up 3-0. But let's see what the Ravens do here to start off the second quarter. All right, so here we go for the Ravens here. Shotgun formation, gets the snap, fakes to the back. Lamar looking, throws it short. It's completed to the back, and that's going to be Mitchell. And Mitchell, he will pick up 14 yards on the play and a first down for the Baltimore Ravens. And now the football will be at the Chargers' 41-yard line here. So big-time play there. And Mitchell, you can see he's got that burst. Right, it's on the ground through the air. He's got that burst and adds another element here that teams got to look out for. All right, we've got 19 votes in. Okay, let's see. Before we get to 40 into the second quarter, let's see if we can get to 40. I'd like to get to 40 votes here. So let's see if we can get that. All right, tight end goes in motion. Passed over the middle. That's going to be completed there to OBJ. And OBJ's already got 3 catches for 34 yards in this one. OBJ's looking like he's going to have a heavy workload today. Now that Mark Andrews has gone down, OBJ looks like he is really primed to get a bunch of targets and looks. Carmichael, what's good with you? What's good with you? Congratulations on your Steelers getting the W. And Kenny Pickett actually threw for more than 200 yards, I believe, in the process, despite no touchdowns, but still. All right, ball at the Chargers' 26-yard line. Lamar Jackson, he's going to keep it. He's looking for some room here, trying to get to the outside here. Just goes down and picks up a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 coming up. But yes, JB is doing good, Carmichael. How about yourself? I'll be great once I see that my fantasy football team has finalized the W. I will be great then. All right, so you've got trips top of the formation. One receiver at the bottom. Back goes in motion. Throws it, and that's incomplete. He was trying to get the ball to Rashard Bateman on the play, but he dropped that one. So 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 9 from the Chargers' 26-yard line. Again on this drive, 7 plays, 52 yards so far in this one. Let's see, Carmichael says, I'm great, JB. You said Kenny and Dante were robbed of a passing touchdown, but a win is a win, especially when Matt Kennedy is in on the Steelers. And so, does it feel like a breath of fresh air for you? All right, here we go, 3rd and 9. Jackson throws it from the pocket, and oh, what a nice catch there. And this time it's Rashard Bateman there, so he held on to the ball this time there, picked up 12 yards on that play, taking it to the 14-yard line. So the Ravens, they are moving. Will they be able to take this one inside the end zone? We're going to see that one shortly, but they are moving it. And they're doing a good job moving it through the air. All right, Lamar Jackson here directing traffic here. Had to go way over there to get his attention. Hands it to the back. And, oh, wow, what a nice run there up the middle by Justice Hill. Picked up about a good 8 yards on that play. JJ says, catch the ball. He says, you got to catch the ball. All right, so now, about 7 yards away from the end zone. Snaps it, feeds it to the back, up the middle. He gets the 1st down, and he's brought down about 3 yards shy of that end zone. So now Baltimore, there's many things they can do. They can run it with the back. Lamar Jackson, he can keep it himself, or they can throw it to one of the tight ends or receivers. There's many things they can do here. But let's see what they do. On a 10-play drive, 75 yards here in over 5 minutes and 36 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock. Can they find a way to finish this one off in the end zone? Carmichael says, when I found out he was fired, you said he was happier than the last time the Chiefs lost. All right, so we got a timeout that is called here. So the Chargers call a timeout. We're going to talk things over defensively here and try to keep the Ravens out of the end zone. And again, so far in this one, Lamar Jackson passing-wise, 7 of 9 for 81 yards. Lewis says, let's go punch it in. He says, let's go punch it in. Speaking of punching in, be sure to go ahead and clock in who you got winning this game. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and put your vote in the poll there. We've got 20 votes right now, so go ahead and put your vote in and let me know who is going to win this game. Right now, Chargers leading the poll right now, 60% believe in them, but we'll see if that remains the same, especially if Baltimore ends up scoring. JJ says, come on, guys, catch it to do something, please. And so, oh, man, So Hill got the carry off the right guard there, but was unable to pick up any positive yards as they pretty much stuffed it there with the Chargers. So now we got second and goal coming up from the Chargers 3-yard line. Lewis is like he'll carry it himself if he has to into the end zone. And that time, they did an excellent job of just getting in the backfield. Look at the amount of guys that got in that backfield before the running back even got to the line of scrimmage. All right, so here we go. Jackson in front of center. Fullback goes in motion. Play fake. Looking. Throws it. And it's going to be a touchdown right there. And that is to Zay Flowers, his second catch of the game here. So he's got 2 catches, 6 yards, and a touchdown. And clearly a celebration that they spent some time working on. But that's a touchdown there for the Ravens. And JJ says touchdown. Yes. Carmichael says, I beat the sports blitz in fantasy. I still have Justin Fields to play, but it's 116 to 113, and you have 116. And so, well, that is great. That is great. Meanwhile, for me, in my league, if Zay Flowers goes off, that could potentially come back to haunt me. So I definitely need Herbert to respond. That would help JB feel a little bit better there. Extra point is good. All right, so that's going to make it 7-3. Oh, I spoke too soon here. Got a penalty here. All right, so yeah, had a little penalty there later game. All right, so Lewis, he's happy about that. He will drink to that. He will drink to that. All right, so now the PAT attempt after the penalty, and this one is good. So that's going to keep it 7-3 here. And when we come back, we'll see how the Chargers can respond offensively. JJ says you need at least 2 more touchdowns from Lamar. I need Lamar to not throw any more touchdowns to Flowers. Throw to anybody else but Zay Flowers right now. And I need Herbert to go ahead and throw a touchdown to anybody other than Keenan Allen. So very specific instructions here for JB. Carmichael said the Steelers offense decided to finally put up 400 yards for the first time in like 56 games. That's going way back. That's going way, way back. But again, we're at commercial. Listen, you say, yeah, since week 4 of 2020. So week 4 of 2020. Oh, man. Man, it's really been that long? Oh, wow. All right, again, second quarter with 10 minutes and 41 seconds to go. Baltimore Ravens, they scored a touchdown there. Tremendous drive. It was 12 plays, 78 yards, and they took off 6 minutes and 21 seconds off the clock on that last drive, capping it off in the end zone. Thanks to Lamar Jackson throwing that touchdown there in the end zone to Zay Flowers. And so now, here in the second quarter with 10 minutes and 41 seconds, we'll see how the Chargers can respond as they trail 7-3. Let's see, JJ says, and get the bye week for the playoffs. You need Lamar Jackson to help you stay the top seed. And so, oh, man, the stress that comes with being at the top, JJ, it's a lot of pressure, especially with all these bye weeks and injuries and stuff like that. I feel you. Right now, my division is in a super, super tough situation right now. I must win. I lost last week because A.J. Brown decided to goof around and didn't want to help me out. And so it ended up costing me last week. So I definitely need to win this week. No doubt about it. Just to stay in that upper tier. All right, so getting ready for the kickoff. Justin Tucker lining up. All right, kick is on the way. Going to be returned. 15, tripped up, brought down at the 20-yard line, and that's where the Chargers will take over with the football. Looking to try to see if they can respond. All right, let's see. Carmichael says, yeah, and Kenny Pickett balled out. I think Matt Canada was the problem. We actually threw to the middle of the field. And you say you love the Broncos now. The Broncos beat the Browns, putting the Steelers at second place in the AFC North. Let's see. JJ says Patrick Mahomes need better receivers. And so, yeah, I thought he was going to put in a request for me to come out here and play wide receiver for him. All right, so here we go. Snaps it. Herbert in the pocket, feeling the rush. They got him for the sack. And he's going to lose about 7 yards on the play. So now 2nd and 17 coming up for the Chargers here from their own 13-yard line. Let's see what Justin Herbert will do here. He said you need the Ravens to lose. All right, Herbert. Out of the shotgun. Gets it, fakes it to the back. Looking, throwing one deep. Oh, into double coverage at that, incomplete. And that's going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 17. Yeah, JB definitely needs for Justin Herbert to still go out here and give me some positive yards now. I need to beat this particular opponent. Cannot afford to lose to him. All right, so here we go in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Throws it short. Caught by Kelly. Kelly has some blockers in front of him. And picks up 6 yards on the play. That would bring up 4th down. 4th and 11 from the Chargers, 19-yard line. That's going to bring out the punt unit here. So great job out of Baltimore Ravens on that drive. You started off with a sack. Got him in a long situation. And once you get him in a long situation there, it's tough to come out of that, especially against this Baltimore Ravens defense here. They will be punting the ball. JJ says, I don't care if the Ravens lose. You just need Lamar to help you. And you say, JB, we have faith in you. So I appreciate that. Punt's on the way. And catches it here. He's at the 40-yard line before he gets brought down. So I make that the 37-yard line there. All right, so we're at the commercial here. Let's see, JJ says, JB, are you the top 2 seed? And so, yeah, let's see. So right now, as it stands, I'm currently number 3. I was number 1, but a loss last week knocked my team all the way down to 3, so from 1 to 3. Extremely competitive and all like that, because that puts me in my fantasy league. There's 4 divisions, and each division has 4 teams in each division. So there's a total of 16 of us, and there's 4 divisions in my fantasy league. I'm currently 3rd, although point-wise, I used to have the most points, but somebody has surpassed me in that as well. But he should lose this week unless Keenan Allen goes crazy. He should lose this week and stuff like that. And so if he loses and I can win my matchup, that'll at least give us the same record there. But I think I'll still stay at 3, come to think of it. I think I will still be stuck at 3, but at least I'll be tied for first place in my division. So that's big. That's big. Carmichael says you're going to be 3-8, but at least get a high pick next year. JJ says, dang. Oh, man, what's good with you? What's good? And so, let's see. Oh, it says, what good? JB just got your PS5. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Sounds like somebody took advantage of those Black Friday deals to me. That's what's up. Oh, man, it's just a shame how hard it was to actually get your hands on one of those for such a long time. JJ says you're 7-1. All right, yeah, right now I am 8-3. So 8-3. So I've lost like 2 of the last, I think, 3 or 4 games. So not happy about that. Not happy about that. Let's see. Carmichael says, no, you're going to be 4-8. So you'll hopefully be 3rd in your division. And so, okay. I'm looking at it now online. So let's see. That'll at least elevate you to, 3rd place. And then, okay. I think Braden's going to win this week, actually. All right, so here we go back to the action here. Second quarter with 8 minutes and 58 seconds to go. Lamar Jackson in the shotgun here. Going to have 4 receivers on this play and 1 running back. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snaps the ball. Fakes the toss. Throws it. Bateman gets the catch. Brought down from behind. There is a penalty. There is a penalty. It was Khalil Mack that was in on the tackle, but there is a penalty. JJ says, you've been #1 for so long. You're like, just somebody come and challenge me. Carmichael says, you're not making the playoffs, but you're not last. Carmichael says he's got some pride. All right, so block in the back is the call. They're calling number 79, Stanley. So let's see what he did here. I mean, if they never call that when that happened to me in high school. I'll say that. They never call the guy that gets you directly in the back like that in high school. They never call that call. All right, but we got 25 votes in here. Okay, keep them coming. All right, here we go. Lamar Jackson in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Facing the toss. And he's going to give it himself here, and he's going to take it all the way to the Baltimore 36-yard line, it looks like. Picked up 8 yards on the carry. He's got 3 carries for 16 yards so far tonight. JJ said you got like 5 different ones. Okay. Carmichael says, in one of my other leagues, you're like 10-1. Okay. All right, so out of the shotgun here, Jackson throws it, gets the completion, makes a guy miss. And, oh, look at that. Oh, wow. He tried to get that first down there. He's putting his body on the line tonight. I will say that about Isaiah Likely. He sees an opportunity, and he wants to take advantage of it. He picked up 11 yards on the play, but he's still going to be short of the first down marker. We got 3rd and 1 coming up from the Baltimore 47-yard line. Feeds it to the back, up the middle, and he picks up a yard there, which should be just enough for the first down. Kenneth says, tell him to hit the likes. And so, yes, appreciate that, Kenneth. Yes, be sure to go ahead and press those likes and stuff like that. We've had a good amount of people come through the last couple of streams and stuff like that. And so I think last stream ended up having over a total of like 4,000 views total. So we are really getting up there. So keep that momentum going. Definitely cast your vote in the poll and press that like button as well. All right, 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Shotgun. Chargers are showing pressure, but they only send 4. Jackson throws it short. Caught. Isaiah Likely again, and he picks up 7 yards on the play. So Isaiah Likely, he is showing like, hey, I'm a part of this offense. Now, he is going to the sideline here. He might be a little banged up there. But hopefully nothing that keeps him out too long. Maybe a quick breather there. We're doing an excellent job today. Doing an excellent job. JJ says 3 of them I have, JJ. And so, hey, it makes sense. You must have been picking first in 3 of those leagues then. How'd you pull that off to be in 5 leagues, but 3 of them get JJ? That means you're going to be picking first. Jackson throws it. It is caught again by Bateman. And Bateman, he's going to pick up 9 yards on the play. Rashard Bateman, he's getting a little bit of work here too. All right, so another first down here for the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson. That time he got the ball right around Derwin James on that one and got the completion in front of Asante Samuels Jr. So excellent sidearm throw there by Jackson. All right, again, so far in this drive, 5 plays, 26 yards in about 3 minutes and 20 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock. Tight end goes in motion. Fakes to the back out of the shotgun. Steps up to try to elude the rush. He's on the move. Jackson's going to run. How much will he get here? Tried to stop there, but I feel like he tried to stop there. Got a little frustrated there. He knows that's a cut that he should be able to make there. But maybe those few extra pounds that he's picked up there to try to bulk up, maybe that prevented him from being able to make that cutback. But he went down. Let's see, Carmichael says, in one of my leagues, you have 7 Steeler players. And so what's your record in that particular league right there, Carmichael? Kenneth says, Washington versus Oregon Friday night champions game. And so that is going to be a great rematch there, Oregon and Washington. All right, from the gun. Jackson throws that one incomplete. Tried to get that one to OBJ, but it's incomplete. 3rd and 3 coming up. So 3rd and 3 here in the second quarter, 4 minutes and 48 seconds to go in this one. Jackson so far 11 of 14 for 111 yards passing. He's also got 4 carries for 23 yards as well. So him, Isaiah Likely, Mitchell, those guys, they've been playing pretty good. The receivers, they're stepping up as well. Right now, Baltimore, they're up 7-3, but they've got more points in their mind here. But can they get this critical first down? 5 seconds on the play clock. Gets the snap. Up before they can even run the play, though. Timeout called here by Baltimore. See, Carmichael says in one of his leagues, he's losing 163-98. I honestly think I would have kept that one to myself, not going to lie. But, hey, there's always next week, right? There's always next week. JJ says, one of my leagues, you have Amara, St. Brown, you've got JJ and AJ. And so, well, man, did you hit the pick like 3 picks in a row? But nah, I knew Amara St. Brown was going to go off. I had him last year, and he was tremendous. The only thing last year that frustrated me about Amara St. Brown was that he kept getting concussions early in the game and, would leave the game with head injuries. I think he did it at least 3 times last year, and they were, costly each time he did it. Because I had him last year. I had Lamar Jackson last year. And my team started off we were, really lighting it up. But then injuries just took its toll. So I ended up losing in the game before the championship game in that league last year in the money league. So I was very, very frustrated, to say the least. I still could have won had I not chosen the wrong defense that week. I think I chose – what defense did I choose? I chose the Broncos defense against Baker Mayfield and the Rams last year, and Baker went off, and it costed me a playoff spot. Meanwhile, Jackson stumbling, running around, looking. He's going to take off and run, use the stiff arm, reach out the hand. Lamar Jackson did everything except pack a kid a lunch on that play. But let's see where they mark him out at, because he did it all. He stood in the pocket, moved around the pocket, shake the weight, ran, and let's see what they mark him at here. I really would like to see. If they say he's short, they should just quarterback sneak it. Let's see. And he reaches out. That's close. That's close. That's close. That's close. Carmichael says, you're 7-4 in that league with the Steeler players. Okay. Lewis says, let's go Ravens, take a shot. He says, take a shot now. Meanwhile, feeds it to the back here. His forward progress, I would think, wasn't enough. There was a direct snap there to Gus Edwards there, so they tried to get a little creative there. But the Chargers, how about that? The Chargers, the Bolts, they come out here and get a stop. So a drive that looked so promising, I really thought it was going to end up with some points there. And you look at that replay, followed the fullback there, trying to cut up behind him. Looking at the replay, he was just unable to get any help to push him forward there. He needed a lineman to just come in and plow that pile forward. Wow. Lewis cannot believe it. Carmichael says, JB, your league is the only league you're running in right now. And so, well, what can I say? What can I say? I'm sure the Sports Blitz is probably not happy right now. This probably concludes his season, honestly, and stuff like that with that loss. All right, but now we get to see the Chargers here with about 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go here in the second quarter. They're trailing right now 7 people. When your defense just made a play like that, like they made a stop on a 4th and 1 like that against the Baltimore Ravens there, honestly, if it was me, I would just went ahead, did the tush push with Lamar Jackson, got that first down and secured it. But Baltimore, you know, if they are a team that specializes in those short yardage situations. So hats off right there to the Chargers for getting that stop. And right now, with 26 votes right now in the poll, it is the Baltimore Ravens who have now taken the lead in this poll at 54% believing that the Ravens will win this game, 46% saying the Chargers. So be sure, if you haven't done so already, to go ahead and cast your vote here and let us know who you have in this one. Ravens or Chargers, where do you stand in this one? Meanwhile, Lewis says, come on. He says, come on. What's going on? JJ says, what's Lamar being a receiver? And so I know, right? Let's see, Carmichael says, I'm just playing for fun. I won't let my auto pick for me next year. Lessons learned. Lessons learned. Lessons learned. JJ said the Nick Chubb injury hurts you. Oh, man, don't get me started on that. I lost Nick Chubb for the season in my other league. I lost Anthony Richardson for the season in my other league. It was one more person. Who was the other person that ended up getting hurt for me for the entire season? It was just one bad break after another. And so I tried my best to piece the puzzles and stuff. But, man, those injuries really, they took a toll. They took the thunder away. So now I need Stephon Diggs to really go out there and ball out and be that #1 guy for me. I need him to go out there and have those games that I know he's capable of having. Other than that, Kyler Murray, I stashed him out of pure desperation. And so he's showing some, you know, signs of life. And I need more from him also. I need everybody else to step up, basically, is what I'm saying, if I'm going to have a chance to make the playoffs in that one. All right, but here we go. Tosses it to Austin Eckler off the left side, and Eckler is going to pick up 3 yards there off the left end. 2nd and 7 coming up from the Chargers' 30-yard line. 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Again, Ravens up 7-3. Tom Michael says, JB, it seems like people on your team keep getting injured. I don't know if I want to be on your team, I tear my ACL. And so that's a fact. That's a fact. All right, 2nd and 7. Throws it. Are they saying that it's a catch? I thought it was incomplete. Are they saying that it's a catch? They are saying that it's a catch and a fumble. Wow. Maybe my eyes are just tricking me then. Maybe I need to update these classes here. Show me a replay. I know he had the ball, but I didn't think he had it long enough for it to be a catch there. But, man, let me see the replay. Maybe I'm tripping. Lewis says playoffs. Playoffs. JJ says, let's go fumble. Oh, man. Keenan Allen, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, man, that knee was not down. Okay. Okay, what are you doing, Keenan Allen? Well, Lewis, you have another opportunity to get you some points here. Mike says Steelers going to make the playoffs, mark his words. Okay, we'll jot that down. But, man, what a nice rip. What a nice rip that was. And Keenan Allen, that's actually going to result in some negative points in fantasy. And so that's going to hurt somebody in one of the leagues that I'm in that I'm going against. So, okay. But, man, Justin Herbert, I need more from you, baby. I need more. All right, solid. Solid right there. All right, 3 minutes and 33 seconds to go here in the second. So after that turnover, after the fumble, the Ravens right now with the football here. Let's see what they do. Already in Chargers territory at their 36-yard line. Multiple tight ends. Feeds it to the back. And Mitchell trying to get to the outside and use that speed. And does a tremendous job of picking up 9 yards on that carry there. 2nd and 1 coming up from the Chargers 25-yard line. And Mitchell, he's continuing week by week to earn more and more carries. This is certainly someone that, hey, we're talking fantasy right now. This is someone that can probably go out there and help you win a league. Let's see. Lewis says, let's go, Lamar, make up for it. JJ says, trade him. Carmichael says, get the rings ready, Steelers Super Bowl winners. JJ says, Allen is too old, LOL. All right, here we go. Shotgun here. Oh, we got a penalty here. Got a penalty, and that's going to be against the Chargers there. They're going to gift them 5 yards and a first down because of the neutral zone infraction there. You just can't do it. And I believe that's going to be against Austin Johnson, number 98 for the Chargers, the guilty party. So that right there gives them the first down. They'll gladly take that. 1st and 10 from the Chargers' 19-yard line. And so Christopher, what's good with you? Christopher says, hi, how are you doing, Christopher? Glad to have you here. How is everything going? Carmichael says Steelers are going to beat the Eagles 33-7. And so, oh man, if they do that, Carmichael, I gotta give you a shout out every single day for the rest of the year, actually next year, like including next year. Meanwhile, no gain there on the end around there by Devin Duvernay. First time saying his name tonight. Chargers coach, no, he's literally coaching for his life right now, as any loss might be enough to go ahead and end this season. So he's literally fighting for a paycheck at this point because he's gone, in my opinion, after this season. JJ says Lamar to Gus. Dang, let's see. Christopher says good. Happy to hear that. Happy to hear that. All right, so from the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Flowers goes in motion. 5 seconds on the play clock. And we are at the 2-minute warning here. All right, so at the 2-minute warning right now, it is the Baltimore Ravens who lead this one 7-3. And right now, they are in the red zone when we come back from the 2-minute warning here. So obviously, if you're the Ravens here, you can go ahead, run some clock as well when you're running the ball or either throwing it, whatever it is. There's no pressure to have to score quickly because you don't want to leave too much time for Justin Herbert in the offense, which Herbert so far, he's only 6 of 9 for 57 yards passing so far in this one. He better be lucky that my fantasy team is still in good shape right now. That's all I'm going to say about that and stuff like that. But let's see. Carmichael says, if the Steelers win the Super Bowl, I think I should just get a free year, get free as in school. And so, hey, you would deserve it for having faith in them. Absolutely. Absolutely. That would be a day. All right, so let's see. Christopher said, I just subbed. And so, hey, I appreciate that, my guy. I appreciate that. And so let me know, who are your favorite teams, your favorite, whether it's NFL, college football, if you like college hoops, NBA, whatever your sports that you like, let me know your favorite sports and your favorite teams. And if you guys want to also share with Christopher your teams as well, feel free to also. But glad to have you here becoming a part of JB Nation. And as we are still at the 2-minute warning, a great time to be a reminder that, yes, we will continue the streaming tomorrow. That'll be day 5 in a row of JB streaming. And so something different here, but JB has a little bit more time right now as I, continue to figure out the next move for me in my professional career. So got a little bit more time to stream these days. So looking forward to that. And again, Monday Night Football matchup will be the next one. That's going to be the Bears versus the Vikings there. So that divisional matchup in which Lewis's Bears will be going against JJ's Vikings. Well, let's see. JJ says NFL Bucks, NBA Warriors. Okay. College football, UGA. Okay. How did you come across those teams, by the way? That's a nice mixture and stuff like that of different teams. You've got the Buccaneers, so from Florida, then obviously you've got the Warriors there, you've got UGA. So how'd you come up with your favorite teams, JJ? I am curious. And if anybody wants to share the story in terms of how they decided on their favorite teams, let me know that as well. Christopher says, Kansas City. Okay, bet. So them Chiefs. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, hey, he made JB happy today. I did take the over on his passing stats, which was like 259, and he cashed in for me. And he came back against the Raiders there. Got off to a bit of a slow start, but he came in and made it do what it do somehow without having real receivers out there, I feel like. I know you hit like Ray Rice on that 39-yard touchdown pass. That was the one to put me over. So I was happy about that, and I'm happy with Patrick Mahomes right now. So best believe that. All right, meanwhile, Khalil Mack, look at that, getting away from two guys, getting to Lamar Jackson from behind. Khalil Mack, he is going all over the place today. I mentioned his name earlier, and I'm pretty sure it won't be the last time I mention his name. You cannot forget the greatness of Khalil Mack. But now 3rd and 15, snapped it, looking. Just going to throw that one now. I thought the right tackle moved a little bit early on that play. It looked like he moved a little bit early on that play. Let's see what the referee's going to call here. Again, 1 minute and 16 seconds to go here in the second quarter. All right, so it looks like they're going to go with an eligible receiver downfield as the penalty. Let's see, Carmichael says, you just like Kansas City with a passion. I will never forget, Carmichael, how quickly you dropped Sky Moore after week 1. I will never forget that. I don't think I've seen anybody like let somebody go so quickly after one performance, but you moved on super quick. Let's see. Christopher says, Pat is your favorite player. And so, hey, he's a great one. He is a great one. A great one. All right, so we're going to bring out Justin Tucker here for 3 points. And you pretty much know what it is. If it's Justin Tucker kicking, we can go ahead and say it's good. But let's see. Kick on the way, as I mentioned, it's good. The kid never missed. Never missed. So now the Ravens are up 10-3. If you're the Chargers, though, you have 1 minute and 12 seconds to work with. You have only one timeout. And so now's an opportunity for Justin Herbert and his offense to go out there and redeem themselves after last time Keenan Allen fumbled that ball, which ended up setting up the Ravens with his 3 points. Lewis says field goal. JJ says also like the Vikings. Okay. Carmichael says your favorite player is the best defensive player in the league, TJ Watt. Carmichael says Sky Moore is your least favorite player ever. That's a deep statement. Kenneth says NFL is going to coaches on fire for Cyber Monday. And so, yes. I find it very slightly, it's gone past annoying at this point. So I'm like, Bill Belichick, why do we continue to start Mac Jones just to bench him each and every week? Why are we doing that? But I really wanted to see Malik Cunningham go in there and play quarterback. Like, that would just make me happy. Let Malik Cunningham go in there, be our quarterback the rest of the season. And, hey, let's see what the kid can do. He showed something in the preseason. I like his skill set. And I feel like if he gets an opportunity, I feel like he's our best option right now because our offensive line is mid at best. And so with him back there, he can always run if there's nothing there. And then the threat of him running, that'll help other guys get open, extend plays. So I don't know why Bill won't do it. Both Bills. I blame both Bills for not giving Malik Cunningham a true opportunity to go out there and try to just show what he can do at quarterback. It can't be any worse than what we're doing now. Can't be any worse than what we're doing now because Mac Jones, my man has regressed. My man has regressed. Like, I have not seen anything like it. He has regressed. Only difference between him and Ryan Leaf at this point is that Ryan Leaf had that attitude that was off the field, but I'm seeing a lot of similarities out there. This is not good. Christopher said your first time here with you, and so happy to see that. How did you happen to come across me, I guess? If you don't mind sharing, very curious as to how'd you come across me. Did it just show up on your feed on like YouTube, or how did that happen? Let's see. Carmichael says he hates Sky Moore more than any Bengals or Ravens player. And so, well, let me ask you this, Carmichael. Do you hate Sky Moore more than you hate the Cleveland Browns? Tell me that. Do you hate them more than you hate the Cleveland Browns? I know that you despise the Cleveland Browns. JJ says, you think for Kansas City fans, Tooney is their worst nightmare? Let's see. Carmack says, Brown players are the only exception. And so, okay. I got you. All right, so the Ravens kick things off, and now we are back to the action here. No return. So we'll see what the Chargers do with 1 minute and 12 seconds to go. They're down 10-3 right now. And so if we can just find a way to get this team to just move the ball here and in the process help JB's fantasy team. But if Justin Herbert can get a couple completions, get some momentum, and just get some points on this drive, they have an opportunity to where they can go down there and possibly even tie this one up. But it all starts with Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, those two guys. They got to get on the same page here. Lewis says he needs more offense. Lewis, you need a lot more than just some. You need a lot more offense, than just a little bit. Ravens sending pressure, throws it, gets it completed there to Keenan Allen on the play. All right, he picks up 4. Gonna hurry it up here. Gonna hurry it up. Shotgun again, 2nd and 5. From the pocket, throws it. Gets another completion to Keenan Allen once more. Takes it to the 44-yard line. Picked up 14 yards on the play. So far, Keenan Allen's got 5 catches for 35 yards here. Chargers trying to move it here. Again, they have 1 timeout, so they're going to have to be very efficient with the clock. They snap the ball, 35 seconds in the second quarter. Throws it. Gets the completion short. Austin Eckler, he picks up about 4 yards. Wait a minute. Did he lose the ball? Another fumble. Another one. Are you kidding me? Wow. Another turnover. The Baltimore Ravens will have the football with 26 seconds and 2 timeouts to work with. That's enough time, especially when you have a guy like Justin Tucker as your kicker, to get some points. Austin Eckler, what are you doing? Wow. Let's see. Christopher says, so I went to live on YouTube and saw you, and so I'm happy to see that YouTube is starting to push me up a little bit higher. I am starting to really see that. I appreciate that. I'm happy about that. Let's see. Lewis says, our pick 6. JJ says, Ravens ball. Carmichael says, another fumble. Lewis says, fumble. JJ says, come on, Lamar. Another opportunity for Lamar. That's right. Carmichael says, dropping it more than the man. He's trying to drop a 150-degree potato. JB dropped that so fast. So fast. I'm not going to lie. Lewis says, let's go, Lamar. Get some more points. Just don't throw it to Zay Flowers is all I ask. Just don't throw it to him. But let's see, Lamar in the pocket, feeling the rush, throws it up the middle. That's going to be incomplete. 21 seconds left. So let's see what they can do with 21 seconds. 2 timeouts. So the Ravens do have 2 timeouts here, 21 seconds. So let's see what they do. That was an incompletion. Isaiah Likely was the intended target on that one. So now second attempt to try the 47-yard line. And right now, we know JT has a leg on him. JT's got a leg on him. You got 21 seconds here. So you can still go over the middle, because you pretty much got those timeouts. You can't take them to the bank with you, so you can use them. Chargers, they're backing up here. They don't want nothing deep. Jackson has it, throws it, gets the completion. Pushed out of bounds. Isaiah Likely, he's picked up 4 yards on that one. Let's see, Carmichael said 35-yard catch for Flowers. Let's see, JJ says, Lewis and me both got Lamar. And so now Lewis just needs some points in general. It doesn't matter for him who scores. He just needs some points in general from both teams. All right, so 16 seconds remaining here. 3rd and 6. Ball right now is currently at the 43-yard line. Jackson gets the snap. Pressure around him. They have him. The ball came out. But they recovered it. There's 8 seconds. Got to call it. Well, yeah, got to call a timeout. You can still throw up a Hail Mary or something like that. Or you can bring out JT and see if he can make it from way out here. But that's not what you needed there. That was not what you needed. Guys got to protect the ball. Can we go back to players using stick and glue and stuff like that? Can we go back to that? Carmichael says he was joking. You say, JB, what's the over-under? I believe Lewis said the over-under is at 47. It was at 47. So I wish that I had thought about it, because if I had thought about it, I would have definitely taken the under in this matchup here. Knowing these two teams, I would have taken the under in this matchup. On a primetime game, too, all right, so we got 4th and 14 from the Baltimore 49-yard line. They're going to call a timeout here. Chargers will call a timeout. Make sure everybody knows their assignment here. And so Lewis is just shaking his head right now. He's like, how are we going to get to the overs like this? All right, JJ says 63 yards. That'd be a 63-yard attempt. I wonder how far this would be. Let's see, the ball currently right now is at the 49-yard line of Baltimore there. So that'd be extremely far there. So Lamar's going to come back out there. All right, let's see what happens here. Crazy things can happen. All right, let's see. 8 seconds again separating us from halftime. There is a possibility that he can throw this one. It can be incomplete and then maybe leave a shot for the Chargers to throw up a Hail Mary. That is a possibility as well. But here we go. Jackson throws it. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's incomplete. So now it's incomplete. You left 3 seconds on the clock. So now, if I'm Herbert and the arm that Herbert has, why not take an opportunity here and take a deep shot and see what you get? Let's see. Christopher says, do you play Madden? And so, Christopher, I played Madden the other night, and I got beat the worst I've probably ever gotten beaten ever. So it's been a minute since I played Madden and stuff like that. But I did do a couple streams before on Twitch with Madden and stuff like that. But for me, I'm waiting on next year when the college football game comes out, NCAA. And then I'm probably going to even start doing some streams for that as well in the future. But I'm waiting on college football to come out next year. So we got a little ways to go. Meanwhile, deep pass there and, oh, man, interception. Interception. JB did not need that for his fantasy team, that's for sure. Did not need an interception there, Justin Herbert. But that's going to take us to halftime. So at the half, the score right now, Ravens up 10-3, and the Baltimore Ravens will get the football first in the second half. Yeah, JB's got to check and see all the damage that's been done so far in this one. All right, so let's see. Okay, so my opponent has Austin Eckler left, so definitely one in that league. That one's final, one in that league. Okay. Okay, so let me see. In my league, dang, Justin Herbert with just 2.36 points. Wow, that is not good. I'm winning. I should win, but I need Herbert to have a strong second half. Strong second half. Oh, man. So let's see. Kenneth says, point is spread 46 in the game. And so, okay, bet. Let's see. All right. And so right now we're currently here at the half. Let me go ahead and. So just to get a review of today, I mean, there were some games I got mad with Baker Mayfield because I needed Baker Mayfield to get me about four more pass attempts because they were down. They were down 2 touchdowns at the time that I made that. And so I would have won that player props had you just gone ahead and threw the ball 4 more times there. But Indianapolis did beat Tampa Bay 27-20. Jacksonville and Houston, that was a close game as well in that matchup there. I mean, C.J. Stroud, he's been doing some of everything to make your boy proud here, but ended up just falling just shy in terms of C.J. Stroud being able to pull off what would have been overtime and such forth. So that was heartbreaking as well for that matchup there, but that was a good one. My own team, well, we lost there, but actually losing does help us in terms of draft positioning there. Always hate losing to the Giants, but this time a loss to the Giants actually does us more good than harm for the New England Patriots there in that one. Tennessee, they beat Carolina 17-10. That was another close matchup there. Denver versus Cleveland. Now, Denver won that one 29-12, but DTR ended up getting injured in that one. Amari Cooper, he hurt his rib in that one as well. Denver was out here hitting. They were out here hitting in that matchup, and so That one was finalized. Pittsburgh, they beat Cincinnati 16-10 in that matchup. So Kenny Pickett, finally throwing the ball to someone other than his running backs out there. Got some yardage there. And so LJ17 Sports are cool. What's good with you? What's good with you? Like the unique username there. Love it. And he says, hey, and he says, Bills versus the refs. Bills versus the refs. And so, oh man, that was a game right there. That was a game right there. I had a lot of fantasy football players involved in that matchup too, so I was definitely highly invested in that one. JJ said they need to fire Todd Bowles and bring Arians back. I'm sure that he's saying that every day. I'm sure Bruce is up there like, I am the coach that won us a Super Bowl, He's like, put me back out there. Put me back out there. Absolutely. But again, we are here at halftime. All right, let's see. Kenneth says, give little advice, put the score on your board. And so, let me see something. All right. And so, okay, so yeah, so the score, I'm not sure like how you guys can view it there, but the score should be above me and stuff like that to where you should be able to see, even though it's from the ESPN scoreboard and stuff like that, but you should be able to see the score above me. But let me know if that's not the case. Let me know if that's not the case. Maybe it's not visible from the phone and stuff like that so easily because I know it is kind of small. But do let me know if that's not the case. Because I have to switch screens in order to see, I guess, one view and stuff like that and the other so I can go ahead and see the comments and stuff. But absolutely, absolutely. Let's see. LJ17 says, who's the third string quarterback for the Brownies? And so, oh, the NFL scores on the board. And so, okay, my bad. I got you, Kenneth. And so, okay, yeah, that's something I'll look into right there. I'll look into that. Absolutely. I got you now. Let's see what the third string quarterback for the Cleveland Browns right now. I mean, technically that third string would have been PJ Walker if we're including Deshaun Watson, who we know is out for the season. But if we're not including Deshaun Watson, I don't know if they have another quarterback that's, who that other quarterback would be that's on the practice squad. But PJ Walker is technically that third string quarterback, in which he's been like the 2 for most of the season. Now, I like PJ Walker simply because I know when PJ Walker is out there, that simply means that it's going to help Jerome Ford numbers out for the most part. Let's see. Lewis says score above JB. And so, bet. Let's see. JJ says, if we can get Arians back, we are contenders again. And so, okay. I mean, well, how do you feel about Baker Mayfield as the quarterback in terms of like next year? Obviously, I feel like this year he's done pretty much all that we can ask of him to do. Pretty much like this is like the best version that I feel like we're going to get from Baker and stuff like that. But do you guys feel that Baker is the answer for the Buccaneers moving forward? That they can build a really good, like I guess you can say, squad with him at the quarterback? It feels like they do have some pieces, though. I feel like they do have some pieces there, but it just feels like, I don't know, every week they're alternating between, is it going to be Chris Godwin? Is it going to be Mike Evans? Rather than both of them showing up, is one or the other at this point. But absolutely. Let's see, LJ17 says, thanks. Oh, it says PJ Walker, and they have Joe Flacco on the practice squad. Joe Flacco on the practice squad. All right, that's right. I appreciate that, old man. I totally forgot about that. Forgot about that one right there. The fact that Joe Flacco, is on the practice squad, which they recently brought him in. So, okay. There you go. All right, let's see. Christopher says, do you know TD Barrett? And so I do not. JJ says, and we need to get a good safety. You say, I think he's good. And so you think who is good? Let's see. Oh, CJ Stroud? Oh, yeah. CJ's legit. RC Onassis says, JB, I'm back. And so, welcome back. Talk to me. Did things go the way that you wanted them to? Did things go the way that you wanted them to? JJ says trade Baker for CJ, and so well, slow down now, slow down now, slow down now. Now, why would Houston take that? Why would Houston take that? Let me know why they would take that. And so you say search him on YouTube, and so okay, bet. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and check that out right now. Let me check it out right now. All right, so give JB 1 second here. All right, 1 second. As I will search here, so I can go ahead and check them out here real quick. Because yeah, definitely always looking to see, a couple new people out there that I haven't checked out yet. So that'd be great. That'd be great. Let's see. Christopher says thank you. And so, oh yeah, absolutely. 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 All right. Oh wow. Oh wow. I see JB's definitely late to the party here. That's for sure. Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna check him out here because that's an insane amount of subscribers there. So, absolutely. Okay. Okay, appreciate that. Absolutely. Let's see. JJ says Baker is good at comebacks, I heard. And so, yeah, Baker is good when JB bets against him. When JB bets against Baker Mayfield, best believe Baker's can go out there and make JB regret it. So he's good at that. Like, he's that guy that if you're on a team, your run game is not that great. So you don't really have a run game. And you want to go out there, you want to air it out about 33, 34 times a game and stuff like that. And then your team is down 2 scores. Baker's going to play. He's unfazed if they're down 2 scores, 3 scores. That's just how Baker is. I feel like he prefers those situations so he can just go out there and throw. The kid just wants to go out there and throw. And I say kid even though he's a grown man there, but he just wants to go out there and throw. That's it. That is pretty much it. All right, you say just search TD. Okay, bet. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Gotcha. TD Barrett, got it here. Okay, just subscribed as well. RCO Nation says, my Timberwolves also killed the Grizzlies 119-96 this evening. They need Ja Morant like they need 2 briefcases with $1 million in each of them. Hey, I need that too. I need that too, RCO Nation. Not even kidding. Not even kidding. And what's the latest with your Lady Hawkeyes? What's the latest with them? JJ says the running game is better than before. And so, yes, I have noticed. And speaking of running game being better than before, Devin Singletary with the Houston Texans, that is certainly someone that has caught my attention. That goes to show that sometimes you go to the right place, things can change. Because Devin Singletary the last couple of weeks, man, it's been crazy. It has been crazy. Like, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's see. Kenneth says, can we give a shout out to Chloe on the goal? And so, well, shout out to Chloe on the goal. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. We most certainly can. Absolutely. And JB does have some ideas for like some additional stuff that I wanted to do, but it's just going through Streamlabs. It's a bit complicated for me to get things to show up how it is. Like, for example, when somebody subscribes to the channel, I do have it set up to where it's supposed to go across the screen with their name and stuff. But then I found out that I can only do that without the way that I have to do for this one on Streamlabs. There is a way to do it, but it doesn't work when I do it from here. It only works. There's a different way that I have to stream in order for that to work. It's a long day for JB, so I can't think of that process right there. But yeah, it works better when I do it on Twitch is what I'm basically saying, rather than YouTube. YouTube does not necessarily have it set up like that for me. Only on Twitch can I do that. So that sucks. So I was like, I put a lot of effort in setting that up, and so maybe when I start doing some stuff on Twitch, that'll be different. Let's see. Christopher says, thank you. You're the only one who responds to me. And so, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Here on JB Nation, we're very much engaged and stuff like that in terms of just, going back and forth. Even if we're streaming a game that turns into a blowout and stuff like that, like we did for the national championship game in which Georgia routed TCU. like we've never seen before and stuff like that, but we still kept the chat live. It was so bad that it was hysterical at that point. It was hysterical. So absolutely, we're always finding stuff to talk about, especially since we're at halftime right now. So absolutely. Let's see. RC says the Hawkeyes won JB 77-70, and Caitlin Clark hit 2 big threes late in the game. And so Caitlin, she is clutch. She is clutch. And you say Michigan is going to kill Iowa on Saturday, and so, oh man, oh man, my dad was asking me, do I give Iowa any chance at winning? And I was like, the only chance I give is the chance that you have to give a team, because anything can technically happen and stuff like that. But I'm like, but you don't understand the odds stacked against them and stuff like that. Like for the Iowa Hawkeyes, they would have to develop an offense first of all, and then not only do they develop an offense, but they got to develop an offense that can actually contend at like a top 10 type of level. So there's so many things as to why their offense is just too bad. Their offense is too bad. Their defense is good enough to maybe hold them and stuff like that, but their offense is just non-existent. Non-existent. Michigan will eat them alive with that. They will eat them alive. JJ says 49ers versus Vikings playoffs, and the Vikings win 31-21. And so I would like that. I would like that. All right, so meanwhile, third quarter on the way, kickoff, no return by the Ravens, but the third quarter is on the way, so we'll turn our attention back to the game here, guys, with the Ravens leading this one 10-3. JJ says UGA is killing everyone. RC on Ace says, JB, some of the streaming creators abandoned their chat, man, and you don't like it. And so, yeah, I don't like that either, because like some of the ones that I studied when I first was, trying to develop my type of how I want to go about it, the ones that were always engaged with the people that, you're streaming with. Because otherwise, if you're not talking with people, then you're basically just, putting the scoreboard up there, in which sometimes YouTube will just take down your stuff if you're trying to show the game. So you're really not adding any value unless you're just engaging with the people that's, sitting here just talking about the game. And they're going to feed it to the back here. It was a draw play to Gus Edwards. He's got 2 yards. So far, 3 carries for 6 yards so far in this one. Second down coming up for the Baltimore Ravens. Again, the Ravens right now at 8-3. JB's not going to lie. I'm a little surprised that the Jaguars are where they are right now in the standings. That's something that caught my attention, is just looking at the Jacksonville Jaguars and where they currently are in the standings. Insane. Kenneth says we're about to start that second half. Let's see. Christopher showing love here. Appreciate that. JJ says, Lamar, I need you. Meanwhile, speaking of Lamar, he says, I got you. Gets the completion. Uh-oh, Flowers. Someone's got to bring him down here. Yeah, someone's got to bring him down here. Can't let that happen. Takes it all the way to the 45-yard line. Sorry, JB's going against him in fantasy. Cannot let him have a big game. That was 18 yards on the play. He's already got a touchdown earlier in this one. I mean, 33, what were you doing? 33, can you do something for me out there? He got beat bad. They run the ball again. Gus Edwards picks up 5 yards, takes it to midfield. Okay, 2nd and 5, ball at the 50-yard line. Let's see. LJ17 Sports says, who's your favorite team? My favorite team is the New England Patriots. For the NFL, it's the Patriots. For college, both college football and college hoops, it is the Ohio State Buckeyes. And yeah, let's not mention the Michigan game. We know how that one played out. In the NBA, I like the Lakers. So those are my teams. And JB is more than happy to say how I came up with each of those teams, honestly. All right, but this time Jackson's up under center. But midfield, feeds it to Gus, and Gus takes on the contact, picks up 3 yards on the play. Third down coming up, 3rd and a long 2 from the Chargers' 47-yard line. Let's see. JJ says, NBA or NFL? He wants to know. As Christopher says, do you watch Strange Things? And so I do not. Old man says, if you haven't already, hit that like button. And if you're new, let us know who you have. And so, yes, appreciate that right there, Old. 3rd and 2. Hill running all the way to the 29-yard line. That was 18 yards on the play between the center and guard there. And so Justice Hill, he's got 4 carries for 29 yards so far today. What a nice burst that was. And this Chargers defense, the longer that they're out there, the more that those holes are going to continue to be there for the Baltimore Ravens. Now let's see if they can cap this one off in the end zone or not. Let's see. JJ says, and hit that subscribe button. Yes. Yes, be sure to like and subscribe. We are growing. We are back on fire. I know it took a little minute since we hit 2,000 to get that momentum going, but I feel like we're really getting momentum in the best way possible. Meanwhile, Mitchell on the carry, not going nowhere. He's going to lose a yard there. He's got speed, but the Chargers say, so do we. So do we. He's got 6 carries for 17 yards so far tonight. So we got 2nd and 11 coming up here from the Chargers 30-yard line. Let's see. RC says, I feel like I'm going to pay a lot more attention when the NFL playoffs get close, JB. And so, well, once again, while everybody else is going to be thinking about the playoffs, JB is going to be paying attention to all the mock drafts out there, hoping for better days in the future for my team. Meanwhile, 2nd and 11, throws it. Incomplete in the direction of Justin Hill there. Tried to make that catch there. Would have been a tough one to try to readjust his body to make that catch. Incomplete. So we got 3rd and 11 coming up from the Chargers 30-yard line. Lewis, I know that you're like, you need touchdowns right now. I'm a little concerned, though. I'm not going to lie. I am a little concerned here. Yeah, that time, Lamar threw it. Incomplete. But let's see here. 3rd down. All right, so here on 3rd down, going to go 5 wide for this one. Wouldn't be surprised if he targets OBJ on this. Off his back foot, throws it up there for OBJ, but that's incomplete. Incomplete. He had a touchdown on the brain, but just could not complete that one. And so 4th down coming up, 4th and 11, and that's going to bring out the field goal unit to try to make this a 2-score game. JJ says Ravens are #1 seed for sure in the playoffs. And so I'm actually rooting for the Ravens. I would like to see the Ravens win it, honestly, because I just want to see Lamar Jackson get a championship throughout at some point of his career, so that way people will start giving him a hard time about his lack of playoff success. So I'm hoping that Lamar Jackson get it. So why not this year? Why not this year? Let's see. RC says, so you aren't going to do any NFL playoff games? Oh, I'm going to do the NFL playoff games. Best believe that. I will be doing the NFL playoff games, but I'm talking about in terms of me personally, from my team, the Patriots and stuff like that, while everybody else is thinking about the playoffs, I'm going to be thinking about next season. But I will be streaming the playoff games. Best believe that. All right, so we got a 48-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up. Look at that, right down the middle. Picture perfect there. JT tacks on 3 more points, and the score 13-3 here in the 3rd quarter with 10 minutes and 53 seconds to go. JJ says touchdown passes. Christopher says you hope you get an Xbox for Christmas. And so, oh man, that would be great. That would be great. JB has been team Xbox and stuff like that. So I'm really hoping that the next college football game is cross systems. I'm really hoping that it is cross systems. That would make JB really, really happy. Like, really, really happy. And again, now we're at the commercial here. Ravens tacked on 3 more points. 13-3 is our score here in the 3rd quarter with 10 minutes and 53 seconds to go. But when we come back, we'll get to see the Chargers. What will they do this time out here? They just watched the Ravens go 9 plays, 45 yards, and take off 4 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock. But Justin Herbert, he's got 79 yards passing. They need him. This offense is fully around him. They're down 10 points. They're 4-6 on the season. Things aren't looking good. I'm not going to keep the fluff there. They are not looking good. Lewis says 3. He's like, oh, well. JJ says Patriots 2-7 versus the Giants 4-8 now. I'm sorry, 2-9 versus the Giants 4-8 now. So, yes, that loss, it does help us in terms of, draft position and stuff like that. So we've been relegated to that. So I'm hoping the Patriots end up in a position where we can take, and that we do take, Marvin Harrison Jr. I know the need for a quarterback is so real. We really do need a quarterback. But at the same time, if we draft another quarterback, we're just going to ruin him. We're just going to ruin him because we don't have the pieces in place to help him. So I say take Marvin Harrison Jr. this year. If we can get a good quarterback in the 2nd round, I'd love for that quarterback to maybe be Michael Penix Jr. That would be great. But if not, someone on that level. So if we can do that, that would be perfect. But if I know Bill Belichick, he is not going to do that for me. Give me a quarterback and a receiver. So I need to have a different GM. That's all I'm saying. A different GM. Someone else to make those decisions. It's going to make the right call. JJ says Patriots coach. And so they need to hire me. Hire me to be the Patriots coach. Let me do it. Or at least let me be the general manager. I don't need the coach. Let me be the general manager. All right, so here we go. Let's see how they respond here, Chargers. All right, so we got 36 votes in right now. 56% believe in the Ravens. 44% say the Chargers still have a chance here. JT getting ready to kick the ball off here. Let's see if we get a return by the Chargers. All right, no return on the play. All right, no return on the play. And again, just another reminder that tomorrow will be another live stream, and it's going to be Monday Night Football. So we're going to have the Bears and the Vikings, and that'll be day 5 in a row of streams. And so after that, I'll end up, looking at the schedule, setting up some more stuff, seeing if we can get Thursday Night Football in there. Feeds the ball to Austin Eckler. He picks up a yard. Who knows? Maybe might be able to get something in before then this time, as JB has a little bit more time than I usually have. So maybe I might be able to get something in before Thursday as well. All right, out of the shotgun, Herbert throws it, completed again. This time he's going to be about a yard shy. It's about a yard and a half shy of that first down marker. And that was to Quentin Johnson, the first round pick out of TCU. Picked up 7 yards on the play. All right, so we got third down here. Third down, got to convert. Shotgun formation. Herbert in the pocket, throws it. Incomplete. Dangerous pass there, trying to get that one to Quentin Johnson, but incomplete. I probably would have ran the ball there. Christopher says he'll be here tomorrow. I appreciate that. Christopher committing to it, absolutely. And so if you ever have a question about JB's schedule here and you're a subscriber, you should be able to see my stream because I do set them up in advance. Very rarely will I set up a stream that's not, set up at least in advance and stuff like that. So I typically do that usually around Wednesday or Thursday and stuff like that to set up my stream for the next week up until about middle of the week next week. So that's the best way to do it. And on this channel, NFL, college football, NBA, college hoops, although NBA will be much later for me. And college hoops I'll transition to after we finish with college football season typically. So right now, focusing purely on the NFL and college football, but at some point, I'll start sprinkling in some college hoops and stuff like that. At some point. As you can have said, some NBA or college basketball games too. And so, yeah, at some point, I'll start sprinkling them in as well at some point. The reason why I don't necessarily, do all 4 at the same time is because at some point, JB's got to take a day off. Because in addition to streaming, JB is also working on creating a trading card game that I've been working on for over a year and stuff like that. And that takes time and commitment and stuff like that. Plus, got to have time for the wife and stuff like that. So a lot of reasons why I don't stream just every single, day and stuff like that. So that's why I just try to, just be like, okay, certain times of the year, I'll focus on this, I'll focus on that, and so forth. All right, but again, we are at the commercial here. Let's see. RC on Nation says JB is going to start sprinkling in some golf, off-road racing, and hockey. LOL. Surprised you didn't include tennis as well. Surprised you didn't include that. If Braden was on, I'm pretty sure that he would add tennis also. But yeah, if anybody else that's on right now, if you have your own YouTube channel that you're working on, let us know, the name of your YouTube channel, how many, like, just what are some things that you are, posting about right now. And if you also want to include how many subs you got also, feel free to do that. But go ahead and do that in the chat. And yes, I know it is not common for people to allow that to happen on their stream and stuff like that. But it is all cool here. JB is fine with it. Go ahead and let us know. Because I'm curious, what everybody who does have a channel that they're working on, even if it's like new and stuff like that, let us know. Now is the perfect time to go ahead and self-promote your channel. All right, and again, under 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter with the Ravens up 13-3, and JB needs Justin Herbert at some point to get it together at some point. But we'll see what the Ravens do. Let's see. JJ says you got 73 subscribers. JB, you just started. Nice. Nice. What date did you start? Meanwhile, for the Ravens here, Jackson keeps it himself here. Picks up 8 yards. That's his 6th carry. Okay. Yeah, JB needs him to get to about 9 carries at the minimum. Lewis says, I need a quick pick 6. Just stay awake. Just to stay awake. All right, here we go. 2nd and 2. RC says, JB is all in the name. And that's right. The Las Vegas Aces and Caitlin Clark and Iowa Hawkeyes basketball, 2 of the biggest topics you cover. Absolutely love it. I got to stop by sometimes. Meanwhile, Mitchell off the right guard, and he is running loose like a wild man. 29 yards on the play, takes it all the way to midfield. I mean, he's just capable of it. He's got that burst to him to where I feel like the Ravens can utilize him the way that the Dolphins utilize Arcane back in the backfield. He's just got that kind of quickness to him. But excellent job that time, and he was barely touched for the first 20 yards there. First down, Ravens. And this is dangerous right now. They are starting to really run that ball. All right. Tight end, fullback, 2 receivers back in the backfield. Fullback goes in motion, face to the back. Jackson just threw that one away. Was that a penalty or something like that? Yeah, that's got to be a penalty right there. That's got to be a penalty. You can't do that now, Lamar. You can't do that. Let's see. JJ says October 8th. And so, okay. Well, hey, to have, 73 and you started October 8th, that means you're really doing some stuff. Like, let's see, what year did JB start? I think I started, I want to say it was like December of 2021, I believe is when I started streaming. I believe so. Yeah, I believe that's when I started. I think it was December 2021. I got to double check that, but December 2021. All right, so after that intentional grounding now, let's see what Lamar Jackson got in store for us here. Lamar in the shotgun, steps up, throws it. It's caught. And that's Nelson Aguilar there for the first down there. Picked up 23 yards there on the play and a first down for the Baltimore Ravens. So how about that? I know a little something about Nelson Aguilar. He did absolutely nothing for my team, but happy to see that he's able to contribute for the Ravens. Yeah, that time, excellent job. Oh, they say he's just short. Okay. Ooh, that was a dangerous pass right there. Asante Samuels Jr. there tried to imitate his father on that one and almost ran in front of that one. That would have been a big 6 right there, Lewis. If that would have happened, that would have been a big 6. JJ says almost picked. Oh yeah, almost. RC says you started your channel in May of this year and you have approximately 280 subscribers. Love it. That means you've got some real good momentum. Once you get over that 100 to 200 mark subscriber-wise, it's just a matter of time before you get to that 1,000 mark and stuff like that. So absolutely. Meanwhile, Baltimore's going to call a timeout. And we'll talk about this right here, 4th and 1 coming up from the Chargers 41-yard line. Listen, Kenneth says, put your channels in the chat for us to go check out the new channels. And so, yeah, absolutely. Although my stream is set up to where you can't drop links in here, unfortunately, but you can definitely put the name and stuff like that. So everybody just have to copy and paste it over. But absolutely. Absolutely. Best advice that I can give is, I'm not sure how much time you guys spend actually doing like live streaming and stuff like that, but that's certainly the best way to build engagement, to get those, like the hours that YouTube requires and stuff like that if you're looking to get monetized in the future and stuff like that, or develop relationships to where, you have a consistent crew that comes in. So definitely live streams is the way to go. But in terms of like reaching a lot of people, sport news is what really helped me get it out there, just posting a lot. But on 4th and inches, they run the ball. Gus Edwards picks up 2 yards there by pure willpower. He was able to get that first down. And so, all right, JJ says, Justin Jefferson fan, NY2 SC. Bet. Bet. Absolutely. Let's see. So here in the shotgun, Jackson looking. Come on, Lamar, run. Throws it. It's going to be incomplete. Bateman, the intended target. 2nd and 10 coming up. I like Lamar. Just come out here and run it, man. Just run it. That's what I want. All right, let's see. All right, perfect. Just subscribe to your JJ. All right, 2nd and 10. Throws it. And, Flowers is going to lose some yards here. Now, JB will take that now. I will take that because I'm going against him in fantasy. We got 3rd down coming up. And again, the score right now, Baltimore 13, Chargers 3, under 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. And that time, Zay Flowers there. Yep, he was touched immediately there. All right, let's see. RC says, initially, I was supposed to cover the WNBA, college basketball, men and women's, and then you said an NBA all at once, but you realized you needed a life too. And so, yes, I understand that. 3rd and 15, stepping up in the pocket, throws it. Ball is off of Nelson Aguilar's hands there. Now, that's the Nelson Aguilar I'm used to seeing right there. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. Now, Nelson did get hit in the back there, so hopefully it's not too bad there. But, yeah, that's one thing that I had to realize as well, RC, and you are right about that, because when I first started, I didn't do as much live streams as I did sport news, but I would sometimes post up to 20, like NFL news, NBA news in a day and stuff like that. I think the most I ever did was like 22 or 23 posts in one day. And that was during the NFL free agency season, which, I mean, sometimes those things, they do hit, but it just takes a lot of work and a lot of time. And I had no time for nothing else. No time for nothing else. So then I was like, I got to find something different. Something that wasn't going to drain me from doing that each and every day. But, man, that first year, it was a grind. It was a grind. Like, I met the sports splits and all like that. And so the two of us, we started, like helping each other, giving each other feedback and stuff like that. Jay in the Bay, he covers 49ers content, reached out to him for advice. Coach Dante, I would always come through his streams and talk with him and stuff like that. So those were guys that were already established and stuff like that I pretty much followed their path. I think Jay in the Bay, I forget his account right now. I think it's over 2,000 for sure subscribers right now. Now, he's 49ers only content, but at the time that I started following him, I think he had like 500-ish at the time. And I was just getting started around that time. So you'll be amazed how fast you go in that first year or two. You'll be amazed. Absolutely. JB's more than willing to give advice. But again, we are the commercial and the score. Ravens 13, Chargers 3 here in the third quarter with 15 seconds to go. Bet. All right, let's see. JJ says, for you do a lot of shorts. And so, yes, shorts started becoming very extremely popular, like right after I had already did the grind just to reach to that that 1K mark and stuff like that. Then that's when I noticed it's like shorts and stuff like that. And so now it's like, oh, okay. So JB has not done but maybe just one short so far. I probably should invest some more time in doing that for sure to make life a lot easier. Kenneth says, breaking news, Jags lock up top seed. And so that would be breaking news. That would be breaking news. Absolutely. All right, so getting ready to get back to the action here. But I do plan on adding some more sports betting because that's something that I do in my own spare time. I realize like a lot as of lately. So definitely will be adding some more stuff here pretty soon. Just a great way to go through, you know, if you're ever interested in like, you know, doing JB focuses a lot on player props, but also like the over under, what are the odds and sports books telling us and how to read those, all that great stuff. All right, well, 1st and 10. Herbert throws it, finds Keenan Allen, and Keenan Allen is going to pick up a first down in the process. All right, so Herbert, you got to get some life going here for the Chargers now. We are here 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter, looking at a 13-3 game, and now is the time where you got to light a fire. Now the ball's at the 29-yard line for the Chargers. Fakes to the back, throws it short. It's caught by the tight end, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. 3-4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up. Let's see, Archer Nation says, JB, someone told me in my comment section, I'm out of here. You're weak. Your comment section is weak. Your motos are weak. I can find a better channel than here. Oh, man. And wow. And so, yeah, like, believe me, there are some people that just, yeah, especially early on. Like when you're first early on, I'll get back to it after this play. Because the pass there caught by Austin Eckler, that's going to be a first down, 8 yards on the catch right there. He's got 3 catches for 15 yards so far in this one. That's a first down, 1st and 10 from the Chargers 40-yard line with 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. But definitely the most important part is remembering the content that you post. That's what's going to attract the type of people that you want. So you got to be careful about some of that stuff. You know, like early on when I first was trying to just get to that 1,000 and stuff like that, I was a lot more like, okay, I'll post this, I'll post that. For example, I used to post videos of like fans that would be, you know, fighting at the games and stuff like that. If TMZ posted something like that, I would post that because it would get a lot of views. But then I started to realize the people that it was attracting were people that didn't have the same type of energy that I had or what I wanted to have, you know, from my channel. So then I had to start being a lot more stricter in terms of like, okay, whatever I post out there, it has to bring in and attract the type of people that I'm trying to engage with on the stream. So that way I'm not having to block a lot of like comments and stuff like that. We're not having people fighting in the comment section and stuff like that. That is not what I want. There are streams for that, but that's not for me. All right, 2nd and 4. Quick pass. Completed there to Keenan Allen. Going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. 2-3 yards. Going to make it 3rd and 1 from the Chargers 49-yard line. Big third down coming up. So far, Keenan Allen's got 8 catches for 58 yards so far today. Man, Justin Herbert, I need a touchdown pass or something from you, Herbert. I'm a little disappointed in this. JJ says, if the Ravens don't win. RC says, JB, that don't happen every day. What I said above, but every once in a while, those type of people pop up. And so, oh, Pat, was it completed there? It looks like incomplete. The ball was tipped, certainly looked incomplete. All right, incomplete. So 4th down coming up. I say go for it. Roll the dice. Roll the dice. Do it for your season. Excellent job at that linebacker getting up there and deflecting that one. Now, that would have been a spectacular catch had he made that one. All right, here we go. 4th and 1. Feeds it to the back, and oh, he just got that one. Austin Eckler just did get that first down there. He's got 6 carries for 20 yards in this one. Again, here in the third quarter with 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Just did get that one. All right, and again, we've got 36 votes right now. Let's see if we can get to 50 by the end of this game here. That'd be a good number to have right there. If we can get to 50, that'd be great. All right, 1st and 10. Herbert throws it. Keenan Allen. Going to get brought down there for a loss. Lost 2 yards there on that one. That's going to go down as a carry for him. There's the backwards pass. All right, but right now my team is looking solid, but I still need more from Herbert, though. Can you do something for JB? And so in the zone, before you mention it, congratulations once again to your Michigan Wolverines. You guys won. You said that you guys were going to win, and you did it. You did it. Now, have mercy on JB. JB's still coping with that game, all right? So have mercy on JB for that. But what's good with you? What's good with you? All right, so meanwhile, an incompletion, but right now, looks like the rookie receiver is getting that kind of slow. Quentin Johnson there. Let's look at that replay there. And yeah, try to make a catch there. Really, the ball hit him in the hand there. That's a catch that the best ones make. The best ones, they make that one. But he did get hurt in the play, so hopefully he'll be okay. Justin Herbert, again, Mike Williams already gone for the year, so quite a few pieces around him already, hurt. So that's tough. And the Zoe says he ain't saying nothing. Well, tell me this. How are you looking right now in fantasy football? How are you looking at fantasy football? RC says, JB, any advice on how to not suffer burnout on here as a content creator? You say sometimes what works for me is taking a day or two off occasionally from posting any videos, any lives, etc. And so, RC, that's a great question right there in terms of just avoiding that burnout. Because sometimes JB feels it as well, especially since I've got so many things that I'm also trying to work on for like other projects and stuff like that. So it's important, first of all, to try to create a schedule. Try to create a schedule. Now, early on, when you are just, really trying to go out there and reach that 1,000 subscriber mark, it's a grind. It's a grind because, everybody wants to get a little something back from YouTube, in which YouTube is just saving all the money for the big content creators. I will say that, but everybody wants to reach to that part. So early on, it's a grind, but always remember, at some point, once you have a strong enough base, create you a schedule of days that you do stream. I would recommend whether it's probably 4 days out of the week is a good number to have, depending on obviously, the sports that you cover. If you're focusing more so on just, a couple, teams and stuff like that, then it might vary. But a good 4, maybe 5 days, if you can handle that, I would recommend. JB does not typically do 2 streams in one day. That's not happening no more. I did that before. That's not happening no more. That's the quickest way to burn out. Quickest way to burn out right there. So those are some of it. But make sure that the content that you are live streaming and talking about is stuff that you're passionate about. Because if you're doing stuff just because it gets you the most views, then you're going to definitely burn out quicker. If it's not something that you're passionate about, something that you enjoy, you're going to get tired of doing it because it's not really what you want to do. You're just doing it for the, for the views. And I'm telling you, at this level, even if you get to that 1,000 and stuff like that, it's more better if you just do it, the right way. If it takes a couple more months to reach it, if you do it the right way, eventually the algorithm will catch on and be like, okay, these are the type of people we need to send to him and stuff like that. So that's my advice right there that I would give in terms of trying to avoid the burnout. Because I remember I've seen many of YouTube content creators suffer from that burnout. That burnout is real. It is real. Let's see, and the Zoe says you got whooped today. And so, oh, man. Well, how far do you think it's going to drop you? Are you still going to be like, I guess, in that top 8 at the end of the day? You should still be atop your division. I don't know if the person in second place, if One Piece is actually winning today or not. I need to check that. But, oh, man, this is the time of year to get some W's. Let's see. RC says the Bulls are absolutely horrible this year. JJ says, JB, is Ohio State still in the playoffs? No, Ohio State is not in the playoffs. Not at all. Not at all. And JB's not mad about that. JB's not mad about it. It should be that way. You know, we had a chance to go in there and to prove that we were a playoff team. We didn't do it. We didn't do it. So, you know, there's too many good teams. You got Washington. And if Oregon can beat Washington, I still, you know, Washington beat them as well. So maybe still both of them. You know, Florida State, they're still undefeated. So we've got a lot of squads this year. Meanwhile, oh man, was that a trick play by design? Was that a trick play by design there? Wow, so that's going to go to Austin Eckler right there. He's going to get those yards. Wow. So they're going to review that play. And, of course, anytime they review that play, they're going to make sure that, indeed, Austin Eckler, that he caught it behind where that pass was thrown from, since it was a lateral pass right there, which I think it should still stand. Should still stand. Let's see. JJ says UGA 3-peat. And so, oh, yeah, that's going to happen there. But I tell you what, just to play devil's advocate, guys, not that I think, I'll say it now, JB, I assume UGA is going to beat Alabama. But if JB's wrong and somehow Alabama does upset Georgia, does Georgia still make it to the college football playoffs? What I'm asking you guys is, has Georgia already pretty much clinched a spot in the college football playoffs, in your opinion, or is it still must win for them as well against Alabama? Because if you think about it, in that scenario, that will obviously be UGA's only loss there, but still just one loss there. We know that the committee looks at the eye test. The eye test tells you UGA is definitely a top 4 team, but what do you guys think? If UGA were to lose, not saying that they will, but if they were to lose to Alabama somehow, and it was close, will UGA still make the college football playoffs? You guys let me know. We have some time as they're currently reviewing the last play to make sure that it's still going to stand. So we will look and see. But you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on that. Let's see. But yeah, 38 votes. Ravens leading the poll at 58% right now. Chargers, they are trying to find a way to get in this score. But if they get a touchdown, that would be huge. All right, let's see. Lewis says, dogs, champs. He said that's all he's got to say. The dogs are the champs. Absolutely. By the way, Lewis, I did not watch the rest of that game. I stopped watching at halftime. Did Utah win? Did Utah win? That's like one of the few games that JB did not actually check up on to see the final result. But did Utah beat Colorado? And did you get that one? Let me know. Again, just waiting to hear the official ruling here. All right, so the call on the field stands. So, okay, so it stands. I thought it would. I thought it would. Good call there. And I give credit also to Austin Eckler there because he sort of like slowed down there to make sure that he still made that catch. Ooh, that was right at that line, too. Literally right at that line. That's as close as it gets. Looking at the replay like that, that was extremely close. It was closer than JB originally thought. Herbert looking, throws it incomplete off of Jalen Guyton's hands. If Guyton doesn't get a completion soon, I'll have to drop him off my fantasy team, like off the bench. Let's see, Lewis says Utah 23-17. He said the under 45 cash. And so, okay, bet. Happy that you got that one. Happy that you got that one. Okay. All right, let's see 2nd and 10 here. So 2nd and 10 out of the shotgun. Herbert throws it, gets the completion to Keenan Allen. You can always count on Keenan Allen. And he picks up about 9 yards on the play. Now, so far this drive, 12 plays, 55 yards, just under 5 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock so far this drive. So they are moving, but can they get some points this time? They feed it to the back, Austin Eckler, and Eckler's going to take it all the way to the Baltimore 25-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. JB is asking Justin Herbert to throw a touchdown without throwing it to Keenan Allen. I know it's tough. But you got Austin Eckler. Use him. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Herbert, quick pass. And that's going to be completed there to Darius Davis, who picks up 2 yards there. His first catch of the game. All right, 38 votes in. All right, so they call it 3 here. This could potentially be the last play of the 3rd quarter, potentially. All right, so here in the shotgun. 3 receivers, bottom of the screen. Tight end, top of the formation. 1 running back. 5 seconds on the play clock. Ravens showing pressure. Herbert got to snap it. Oh, come on. That's a penalty right there. That's the delay of the game. He made no effort to snap that ball. Wow. Making life more difficult than it has to be. Like, what are we doing? Wow. Making life a lot more difficult than it needs to be. Yeah, I need Justin Herbert to throw me a touchdown now and not throw it to Keenan Allen. Throw it to somebody else here. Help JB out here. I should win my match, but I'm thinking about the placing here. This is the difference between being 2nd and 3rd place and being atop my division or being tied for the bottom. So I need this from Justin Herbert right now. All right, so we got another vote that came in, 39 votes. Okay, we're a lot more closer now to our goal. Again, we'd love to get to 50 votes. So if you're watching and you haven't picked a side here, go ahead and pick the side. And we are at the end of the 3rd quarter, of course. Ravens up 13-3. Also can use Lamar Jackson to give me a couple more carries as well. That would be great. All right, again, Lamar Jackson, 15 of 27 for 149 yards passing and 1 touchdown. Justin Herbert, 19 of 27 for 146 yards and an interception. Kenneth says, can we get some subs and votes in the poll? And so, yes, bring it on. As Kenneth mentioned here, definitely more people to join JB Nation, the better. The more great conversations that we can have. And, hey, this is a great time here. We've got conference championships on the horizon coming up for college football. Obviously, the NFL season getting closer and closer. Teams making that playoff push are either some teams tanking on purpose. I'm not going to call anybody out. But absolutely. College hoops, that's going to be getting more and more attention, especially in 2024. Great times. And again, 1 quarter remaining in this one. So can the Chargers pull off a spectacular 4th quarter here? Down by 10 points, 13-3, but they do have the football here at the Baltimore 28-yard line. They're going to be facing 2nd and 13 on a drive that has been 14 plays, 57 yards, and 6 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock here. When you take off that much time, you just got to go out there and make it do what it do. RC says, JB, how long did it take for you to at least Let's see, for you to at least be mostly satisfied with your channel and where it's at? Great question. I'll get to that after this play. But on 2nd and 13, Herbert throws it to the left side. It's Keenan Allen. Great job dragging them toes right there and getting the catch. Picked up 10 yards on the play, and now we've got 3rd and 3 coming up for the Baltimore 18-yard line. But yeah, in terms of how long did it take me to get to that point, honestly, I would say maybe a good, because I was able to get to 1,000 in less than a year. I think it took me 10 months to get to 1,000. So after that, probably once I got to the point where it was about 1,500 subscribers is probably where I was at the point where it was like, okay, I feel good. All right, meanwhile, pass completed to Gerald Everett there. He picks up 12, he picks up 6 yards, taking it to the Baltimore 12-yard line. So 16 plays on this drive. Can they cap it off in the end zone? But yeah, definitely once I hit that 1,500 mark, that was when. Because I know that sometimes YouTube will remove subscribers for whatever reason. They will have a day where they'll go through and clean up people that's not really too much following or whatever their process is. So that was frustrating early on as well. But 1st and 10, quick pass. Oh, my goodness. And Austin Eckler, he's going to lose some yards there. Patrick Queen in there on the stop. Lost 4 yards on that play. So now we're looking at 2nd and 14 from the Baltimore 16-yard line. 17-play drive here. RC says, for me, JB, once I was able to realize I could talk basketball at my own rate and speed, speak my mind on my favorite teams without feeling forced, and once I got over 75 subs, I feel like I can do this. Let's see, 2nd and 14. Herbert, gonna throw it short. Kelly spins, doing everything he can just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. Excellent effort by his part just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And so, but yeah, that's for me to be where I want it to be at. But in terms of me being comfortable, I would say probably around that 500 mark in terms of subscribers. Once I got to that 500 mark and upwards, I knew that what I was doing was really working, and I was very confident. Because before that, I remember, I think it was December, or no, it wasn't December. It was actually like June of 2020. Was it 2022 or something like that? It was like early on in my career. Meanwhile, oh man, Justin Herbert. He fumbled the ball. He fumbled the ball. Another fumble. Herbert, no. You're hurting my fantasy team, Herbert. Why must you do this? Oh, man, Herbert. Tough night, tough night, tough night. That hurts. That hurts. So the Ravens will get the football back here. Ah, man. But, yeah, I mean, once I got to over 500, it was great. Because I remember there was one time, it was an NBA final game, and I was streaming, and, like, I was at halftime, and I had 0 or 1 view, and the person left, so I only had 1 view. So at halftime, I ended up, like, quitting the stream because, like, I had nobody come on. So I remember being at that point in one of my very early amounts right there. So it took a lot for me to gain confidence and stuff like that. And probably even now, I'm more confident in my NFL and college football streams than I am my NBA, but that's because my content that I post is mostly about 90% related to football for the most part. So more people are here for football than they are for basketball. But man, talk about dark times back then, not knowing if anybody was going to actually show up in the chat or not back then. Dark times, but it was all growing pains, all growing pains. All right, McCannon. We will see what happens when we get back from the commercial here between the Ravens and the Chargers. And with the Chargers, how many times are we going to fumble the ball? I mean, Herbert's fumbled it. Keenan Allen's fumbled it. Oh, man, Austin Eckler, he's fumbled it. RC says, funniest thing I've ever seen was someone went from talking about entertainment arts to religion on their channel and ended up losing subscribers. I told him you can't switch up that fast. And so, yes, consistency is the key. Being consistent is the key. Lewis says, well, time to hit the sack. He said, the streak continues At 29-9. Oh man. Oh man, Lewis. Because at one point in time, it was looking like you could not lose, and now it's going the wrong way. Lewis says, good stream, JB. And so, absolutely. Well, hey, tomorrow we'll be back for your Bears and Vikings. So, hopefully, for that one, you'll be able to get back on a win streak there, and your Bears will go out there and make you feel proud. So, absolutely. But yeah, would have been a perfect night for an under. Again, 12 minutes and 31 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter of play. And with the Chargers fumbling the ball, the Ravens will have it back. So I expect for them to go out there and really try to get this ground game going. In which, I mean, they've done a pretty good job. Mitchell, he's got 7 carries, 46 yards here. RC says this game looks pretty rough from scoreboard watching. And so, yeah, 13-3. Oh, yeah. But I've seen worse. Believe me, I will take this. I have seen some. I'll never forget when the Saints started Ian Books against the Dolphins. That was definitely one of the longest ones where I was like, bro, what are we doing? And then when Matt Ryan was with the Colts against the Broncos and Russell Wilson last year, and I was just like, oh, man, what are we doing? Like, I was just like, what are we doing? All right, so the Ravens from their own 23-yard line feeds it to Gus Edwards, and Gus picks up 5 yards on the carry, 7 carries for 21 yards. RC says Lamar Johnson playing good. JB, Lamar Jackson. Well, Lamar Jackson, 15 of 27 for 149 yards. He's got the passing touchdown there. He's also got some carries as well on the ground. So I'll say solid. Anytime you have no turnovers and stuff like that, he's doing what needs to be done. Is he lighting it up? No, but he's doing good. He's not doing bad. He's doing what needs to be done. So I'll say that. No Mark Andrews. He's doing all right. 2nd and 5. Throws it, ball deflected. Incomplete. 3rd down coming up, and that was going to be intended for Zay Flowers. So 3rd and 5 coming up from the Baltimore 28-yard line. And so, yep, gotcha. Good job by number 98 getting up there. All right, so here we go for the Ravens. Tight end goes in motion. On the move, backpedaling, throws this one deep, and just incomplete. Zay Flowers looking around, trying to get a penalty to save them. Not going to happen. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. Kenneth says Herbert might be out on the next drive. Let's see. RC says, JB, you just brought up a major point about something. And so I did. Let me know. Sometimes JB's just talking here, but let me know. All right, there we go. Punt unit out here for the Ravens. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen a punt return for a touchdown. All right, gets it from his own 18. He's running. It's at the 20. At the 25. 30. Goes out of bounds at about that 40-yard line. Ushered out of bounds. Oh, man. So, yeah, so Herbert. I mean, as long as Herbert's good to go, okay, Herbert's coming back. He's like, okay, I'm good. Put me back out there. Backup's like, here's your football. He's like, I'm back. You say some people see low views and crash out all upset, and some people see nobody in their live streams when they crash upset. And so, yes, YouTube is most of the time a long game. You can't fret. And so, yes, absolutely, it takes patience. It takes patience. It takes a grind there, and there's multiple ways to go out there and just because for me, the sport news, that was pretty much advertisement right there. That was me in a way saying okay, check out my channel here. And I had to be really fast. I would always wait for the NFL offseason. I loved it, the free agency period, because as soon as I got news and stuff like that, I had to try to be quicker than the NFL score and all like that. Or I'm sorry, not NFL score. Yeah, them, ESPN, all of those apps and stuff like that. I had to be quicker than them. As soon as Adam Schefter posted something, I had to be quick. But it wasn't just Adam Schefter. Team reporters, team-specific reporters. I had to be looking at what they're posting and then put a video, which takes time to actually record it. Say it to where I don't sound like I'm tripping over my own tongue and stuff like that. And then upload it, which takes a minute to upload. Put together a cover for my video and stuff like that. Then post it, and hopefully I put it up within 15 minutes because that's the most you have. 15 minutes to do all of that and get it up there. Because if it's not one of the first ones up there, then the bigger channels, they're going to start to get the views. And so then I started to do that. Then I realized I can't focus on the major news. I got to focus on the news that nobody else is covering and stuff like that. That gets more views because there's less people actually posting it. So then I'm starting to focus in on guys who went undrafted in the NFL draft. Everybody else is talking about the guys that were drafted in the first round. I'm focusing on the guys who went undrafted and signed an undrafted free agent news and stuff like that. So stuff like that were things that I had to learn to figure out, ways to put myself out there so that way when people are searching for it, my channel comes up, and then hopefully they like what they see. They check out some other videos, and then they come to one of the live streams, stuff like that early on. So little things like that. Last year, I also, during the NFL Sunday games, I would post any type of injury that would happen. As soon as it happened on Sunday, I would just be in front of my computer posting, especially early in the season. I think I stopped towards the end, but early in the season, I would just post when an injury would have happened, give an update to it as well. Lots of stuff like that. So a way to pretty much get my name out there until the algorithms start to get better over time. Herbert throws it. Keenan Allen again, another catch, 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming up. The Chargers 47-yard line right now. Herbert, oh man, Herbert. Got to get this going. Got to get this going. I need a big play here. 2nd and 3. Herbert in the pocket. He's on the move. He's going to scramble. He's still running. He's still running. Look at the legs move. All the way to the 30s. Let's see where they mark him out at. Because, my goodness, he picked up about a good, 35 on that play? It's about the 18-yard line. Big time play. Okay, but Patrick Queen is the hurt player on that one. But, yeah, look at that. All that space that Herbert had, and he was just out here. I was hoping he was going to be able to take that one all the way. That would have been nice. That would have been nice. And let's see. RC says JB called a man JB Schefter or JB Woj. He said, I thought about doing something big when I broke the Damian Lillard to the Bucks news back when it happened. It took me a whole week to get 500 views. And so, yeah, you never know. It's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. Another thing that I also did was TMZ Sports, because like TMZ dropped a lot of stuff. Like I remember, and I hate having to, mention this one because it's still, still a sore topic and stuff like that. But I remember when I broke the news about Dwayne Haskins passing. I don't know how I came across that. It was like 1, 2 a.m. in the morning when I seen it before everybody else seen it the next day. But I came across it on Facebook somehow. It was like a news feed on Facebook, and I seen it from an article, and then I read it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this actually just happened. So I was in shock, but I made that video there, and that was one that like really took off. But it was just like me being an Ohio State fan, so I rooted for this kid, at his time at Ohio State, and for it to just, end like that, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. So the late Dwayne Haskins. All right, but 2nd and 4, Chargers still trying to get a touchdown. Throws it to Austin Eckler, and Eckler picks up the first down, and he's about 5 yards shy of getting to that end zone. So now, 1st and goal from the Baltimore 5-yard line. Can the Chargers get a touchdown here? They want a touchdown. I'm hoping it does not go to Keenan Allen, go to somebody else. But that's what we're hoping for. All right, 1st and goal. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Keenan Allen goes in motion. Got to know where he's at. They're going to feed it to Eckler, and Eckler's going to pick up 2 yards on the play. Let's see. RC says, yeah, Dwayne Haskins' death shocked you for real. And so, yes, that was a stunner. Like, that was a stunner. And so I can remember that. Obviously, years ago when Kobe Bryant passed, like that one right there, that I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared for that either. So those caught me off guard. 2nd and goal. Allen goes in motion. Throws over the middle. Oh, it's going to be incomplete to Jalen Guyton. I wanted that. I wanted that one to go to Guyton there. Do it for JB. Do it for JB. All right, so here we go again. 4th quarter, but 8 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Ravens up 13-3. Chargers looking, throws it, and look at that, Gerald Everett. He just muscles his way into the end zone. He says, "I'm too big. You can't stop me." Okay, I see you. I see you. So nice, Chargers finally cash it into the end zone here. Nice, much needed, much needed. Thank you, Justin Herbert, and thank you, Gerald Everett. Happy about that. Yes, that was big. That was big. That was big. Massive touchdown. And the fact that it did not go to Keenan Allen makes it even sweeter right now. All right, so here we go. The PAT attempt coming up. And it is good. So we're looking at a 13-10 score right now, separated by 3 points here in the 4th quarter, about 8 minutes and 32 seconds to go. We'll see how Baltimore responds now that the Chargers have scored a touchdown. SCRC says, yeah, JB, think about Kobe death. He was literally shedding tears on your old channel. You say straight up, broken down, red eyes and all. You say Kobe, MJ, KG are your favorite all-time players. And so, yes, I mean, me being a Lakers fan, watching Kobe for so many years, I just couldn't believe it. And what got me was when the news first broke and how they were breaking it. They made it seem like first, I think one report was like, it was like all of his daughters. And then they were like certain ones. And I was just like, it was just so much to take in at once. Like, it just felt like, you know, as if I knew the man my entire life. And it was just, then you seen the video and stuff. And it was just straight, just straight tragic and heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. You just never know. You just never know. And you say, I know the video is still on your old channel, but you stay far away from it. And so, absolutely. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But yes, right now, it is the 4th quarter, 8 minutes and 32 seconds remaining. Our score right now, Ravens up 13-10 with the Chargers. They finally found the end zone. Maybe they found the answer now, but let's see what Baltimore does in response to this. Lamar Jackson, he's got to continue to will his team. He knows how important this game is. He's got both the Steelers and the Browns breathing down his neck in the division. He knows all the tough teams in the AFC. And this is a game right here against the Chargers on the road. If you're that team, you got to beat this team. You have to. You say you refuse to watch the helicopter footage. And so, absolutely, understand that. 1,000%. 1,000%. We got 44 votes in the poll right now. 61% say they believe in the Baltimore Ravens. 39% believe in the Chargers here. And the Chargers, they're trying to change the narrative that they cannot win a close game late. They would love to try to change that narrative. But be sure, if you haven't done so already, to go ahead and cast your vote. Let's see. RC says, and when my friend from California called me, tell me Kobe died, you said you didn't pick up. They text you the information and you had to work the same night too. Oh, man. Yeah, that one right there, it felt like, I mean, because I can't think of another player that would have probably hit me as hard as Kobe, just because of like how much of an inspiration that Kobe was, you know, like just seeing how hard he worked and stuff like that, and just seeing, you know, like all the challenges that he overcame, you know, on the court, off the court, all that stuff. So And then seeing what he was doing with his life, he was actually out here, advocating to help, his daughters and stuff like that. He was being a great father, all that stuff. So, yeah, absolutely. 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 All right, so let's see what Baltimore does this time out. Or can the Chargers defense come up big and get the ball back to their offense here? All right, so from their own 25-yard line, trips at the bottom of the formation, one receiver at the top. Looking, throws it short. It's completed there to Gus Edwards, and Edwards is going to pick up the first down, picked up 11 yards on the play, moving the chains. Now we got 1st and 10 right now from the Baltimore 36-yard line. 8 minutes and 9 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, they're up by 3 right now. Ravens up 13-10. Edwards still the back in the backfield. Ball at their own 41-yard line. Flowers goes in motion. They snap the ball. They hand it to the back up the middle, and Edwards is going to pick up 5 yards on that carry. It's going to make it 2nd and 5 from the Baltimore. Let's see what they mark it at. About 45. There's 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this one. So it's just separated by 3 points. Separated by 3 points. So it is definitely not too late to go ahead and cast your vote. And let's see. We're at 44. Can we get to 50? All right, so 2nd and 5. Feeds it to Mitchell this time. And Mitchell, look at that nice burst there. Picked up 12 yards on the carry there off the right end. He's got 8 carries for 58 yards in this one. Again, continuing to be a growing piece in his offense. That time, look at his blockers up front. I got to give credit to them. Those blockers did a great job there. And plus, he's able to use that speed and quickness. All right, fresh new set of downs to work with here. And now we're on the Chargers' 47-yard line. Ravens in the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Snaps the ball. Jackson. They're going to stop the play here. That's right. I thought I saw movement there. Tackle moved way too early there. So that's going to back them up 5 yards there. That's Ronnie Staley there with the penalty. He said, you put this below in all your videos and you post it on your channel. Kobe never, ever cheated this game. That's true. And so you see the impressions he left on the Sabrina. Yep. And then Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, many others. Many others. Because it was just a period. It was just a period, especially for those of us that didn't really get to watch MJ in his prime and stuff like that. But we saw the closeness between MJ and Kobe and stuff like that. So that's why it was always so easy for MJ fans and Kobe fans to get along and stuff like that. I'm not going to say anything about LeBron James fans and stuff like that, but definitely. Meanwhile, quick pass there to Flowers, and Flowers is going to pick up 6 yards on the play. Going to make it 2nd and 9 coming up from the Chargers' 46-yard line. So again, with 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go, if they can find a way to get into the end zone, that would be massive. That would be massive. All right, 2nd and 9. Jackson. On the move. Throws it. Gets it completed there to the back. And Mitchell's going to pick up 11 yards there and a first down in the process for the Baltimore Ravens, who now have 1st and 10 at the Chargers' 35-yard line. So you're moving the chains here. You're getting in better position to try to score in which you want a touchdown. You need a touchdown, and the clock is continuing to run as well. So if you get a touchdown, that's pretty much game. Without saying game, that's pretty much game if you get a touchdown here. All right, 1st and 10. Jackson keeps it himself here. Picks up a yard on the carry. He's got 7 carries for 34 yards. All right, so Baltimore moving the ball here, and time is coming off the clock as they move it, and that's exactly what you want. But all you got to do is finish. These are what we call game-winning drives here, potentially. 4 minutes and 34 seconds left to go. They're going to feed it to Mitchell, and Mitchell, off the right tackle, picks up 6 yards on the play. So now we got 3rd down coming up here. A key 3rd down. If you're the Chargers, this is the moment right here, right now, where if you can get a stop here on 3rd down and force them to have to settle for 3 at this point, that's a win. That's a win. All right, so again, shotgun here. Tight end goes in motion. They give it to Hill, and Hill is going to pick up 2 yards off the right guard. So 4th down coming up. So Chargers defense, that's exactly what you wanted right there. So now JT is going to come out. And if you're the Chargers, if you're Justin Herbert right now, you're thankful. This is an opportunity here. If they convert on this, you know what you need to do. Go out there and get a touchdown. If not, then, hey, even a field goal, possibly you start thinking about maybe overtime or something like that potentially. But what we do know is that you're going to have an opportunity to win this game still, and that's huge. All right, so let's see. JT, Mr. Reliable. Can he come through in the clutch? 44-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and the kick. Oh, my goodness, he missed it. He missed it. Wow. JT doesn't miss a lot of those. He doesn't miss a lot of those. Wow. All right, let's see. So again, still 44 votes. All right, so let's see what the Chargers can do here with under 3 minutes to go in the 4th. All right, so they hand the ball off to Eckler, and Eckler fighting for everything back there just to try to get back to the line, but unable to do that. Lost a yard on that one. 2nd and 11 coming up. All right, so 92 for the Ravens is currently down. All right, let's see. RC says, you think at 12-4, Wolves can keep it up, JV? And so I feel like it is possible. It is possible. Now, obviously, at some point, there may be a little bit of a drop-off there, but I think it's very well possible. I think it's very well possible. It's all about watching the team grow up in front of us. They have the talent. And take it game by game. But this is a team that's growing. A team that's growing together. That's what you want to see. So I think it's possible. I think it's possible. All right, but here we go. 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun. Herbert throws this one. Nice completion there at a first down in the process there. Let's see, that was number 82. I believe that's Erickson, I believe, with the catch. 17 yards there. Takes it all the way to midfield for the Chargers. So the score right now, Baltimore 13, Chargers 10. All right, with 44 votes in right now, the Ravens are up 61% to 39, but right now this game can still go either way. So be sure to cast your vote if you haven't done so already. You're in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes and 27 seconds to go. Herbert in the pocket, throws it away. Yeah, I see no receiver in sight on that one. Throws that one away. All right, so I guess Erickson was the closest receiver. Second down coming up, 2nd and 10. Ball at midfield. Well, look at that. 7 straight losses for the Chargers decided by 3 points or fewer. That's the second longest streak in team history. Wow, just team history. That means this team, they repeatedly do this. That's not good. That's not what you want. You don't want those records. You say your Lakers are 10 and 7 in 7th place. We will get better. We will improve. Herbert throws it. It's completed short to Guyton. And Guyton, oh man, he went down on that one. Picked up about 4 yards in the process there. He's feeling a little funky about that one. And so 3rd and 6. 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. And now we're up to 2-minute warning. So 2-minute warning right now. Chargers, they have all 3 timeouts. So you're feeling good right now. 2-minute warning. All 3 timeouts. Now 3rd and 6, you got to convert on that. But if you don't get that, you got 4th down as well. But man. All right, and again, if you're watching and you haven't cast your vote, be sure to cast your vote. All right. And you look at that in the playoff hunt, at the very bottom there, they have the Chargers. So clearly for the Chargers, you're just trying to survive to stay alive another week right now. You said, I'd say y'all having a better year than y'all did last year, even with all the players changing up. And so, well, definitely better than we were at this point last year. So you have something right there. Absolutely. Absolutely. But coming off that 2-minute warning right now, 3rd and 6 here, and we're going to see what these Chargers can do. Yeah, right now, JT looking like he doesn't have a friend in the road right now. Let's see. RC says, who won the Falcons and Saints game, JB? And so, yeah, the winner of that one, I believe it was the Falcons, but let me look at the final score. Yeah, Falcons won that one 24-15. It was 24-15 Falcons over the Saints in that matchup. I believe Derek Carr threw for 300 yards, but it just wasn't enough. All right, 3rd down, 3rd and 6. Come on, Justin Herbert. We need this one, baby. We need this one. I need the Chargers to still have a reason to continue to play Herbert for my fantasy team as well. So kind of makes a difference if they win this game. So we need to find a way to win. But on 3rd and 6, 5 wide, Herbert snaps it. Throws it to Austin Eckler, incomplete. Even if he caught it, he still would have been about a yard shot. At least it would have been 4th and short. But now on 4th and 6. You have all 3 timeouts. I say you go for it. You got to go for it. Got to go for it. Got to go for it. At least if you don't get it, maybe you can get a stop and maybe get the ball back. All right, this is a big 4th down right now. And I know on 4th and 6, he's going to be looking for Keenan Allen. I know that much. All right, here we go. Shotgun. At the Ravens' 46-yard line. Snaps it. Ravens sending pressure. Herbert just has to throw that one, and that's going to be incomplete. And just like that, their Baltimore Ravens defense comes up when they need them to. And all they're going to need is probably to pick up one first down, and that would be game. The Chargers do have 3 timeouts, so it is possible if they can get a 3 and out, they can get this ball back. Without the 3 timeouts, they can still have some time, but they got to go out here and make it do what it do. Got to make it do what it do. All right, here we go. So now the Baltimore Ravens coming out trying to find a way to close things here. And it's going to be Jackson, and Jackson's going to pick up about 4 yards, keeping it himself there. Second down coming up here, 2nd and 6, and that's going to force the Chargers to burn their first time out. Again, this defense is up to them. If they're going to get another opportunity, it's going to be up to them. Herbert can only hope. He can only hope to still get another chance. I feel like it's been a minute since we've seen overtime here on this stream where we've gone to JBOT. It has been a minute. But I don't think today's going to be the case where we get that, but it has been a minute. Absolutely. And Jackson going to be short of the first down marker by 3 yards, but he did pick up 3 on that play. Kept it himself. Timeout call by the Chargers. So now, one more chance at this to get a first down. You get a first down, that's going to be it. You're going to be able to run out that clock. But if the Chargers can stop them here, get an opportunity. Give yourself an opportunity. Oh, man, look at that. The Chargers play the Patriots next. So, gee. Well, at least you know that's coming forward for them. All right, here we go. 3rd and 3. Give it to Flowers on the end around, and Flowers is going to run it for a touchdown. No. Why would y'all do that to JB Fantasy Team? No. It goes down as a carry for Zay Flowers. Why would y'all do that? Why? They really know how to make JB annoyed. You know that? Things were going so well. JD said, I want Lamar to throw a deep ball. And so, well, it's already a touchdown, but Zay Flowers gets credit for that one as a carry, as opposed to it doesn't go down as a passing touchdown for Lamar. It just goes as a carry for Zay Flowers. Why would they do that? All right, JB should still get the win, but this just irks JB so much. Extra point is good. I wanted a dominating win over my opponent. This irks JB. But again, now Baltimore, that's the ceiling touchdown right there. That's the ceiling touchdown. So 20-10 right now. It'd be nice if Herbert can throw one more touchdown, though. All right, so getting ready for the kickoff. With a minute 36 left to go, Chargers at one timeout. They had an opportunity to get a stop, but they could not. They did not, and now they will not win this game. RC says, great supreme stream, JB, and so I appreciate that. Yes, I appreciate it. Yes, and again tomorrow, the Bears and the Vikings. That's our Monday Night Football matchup. Meanwhile, no return here on this one. So we'll see what the Chargers do this time out. And man, at least they know they'll get to play the Patriots next week. That's got to feel a little bit better knowing that you'll play them next week. But they are in must-win mode the rest of the way. And I need them to still have a reason to continue to play Justin Herbert the rest of the season. All right, so 1st and 10. Herbert throws one deep, gets the completion to Keenan Allen there. 21 yards on the play. Now we're at the Chargers' 46-yard line. Let's see, RC says, where I remain shocked, JB, is that there's a YouTube audience out there that likes women's basketball as much as me. I jump on YouTube without a life preserver, hoping some folks win. And so, yes. Meanwhile, pass there. Oh, almost picked up. He's aiming for Keenan Allen again there, incomplete. And so, but yeah, I mean, hey, that's one thing I noticed when I was doing a lot of my research and stuff like that. There are some people that, heck, there are some channels out there that I've seen people still streaming games that were popular back in 2004, 2005, some even in the 1990s, and they have like over 1,000 subscribers and stuff like that. As soon as you get a consistent basis of people following you, the algorithm will become your friend. You just got to do the work for the first like 1,000 and stuff like that. But once you get to past that point, at some point, the algorithm will direct people that share the same interest in you. And yes, there's a fan base out there. There is a fan base out there. And since there's not a lot of competition as well out there in terms of other content creators and stuff like that, it only helps to promote, your channel even more. All right, the 3rd and 19, incomplete. All right, Herbert, we've done everything that we needed to do, Herbert. Just protect yourself. This one's a loss. That's it. Just protect yourself. We'll get them next time. He says, I can't tell you who it is, but one content creator won't acknowledge his chat section unless they're cash apping, super chatting, becoming monthly members and stuff like that. And so, that's not what it's about. I mean, that's not what it's about. If somebody's willing to dedicate their time and stuff like that out of their day to come and, spend time on your channel and stuff like that, that's great. I mean, I only put my membership up there just so that way if somebody wants to, support it that way and it's just, one pricing for all, but nah. Stuff like that, not even on Twitch. I wouldn't even do that on Twitch and stuff like that. Have like a, I guess, members only type of thing. I wouldn't do that. Not me personally. But for those who do it, I guess power to them. I guess they have their reasons. All right, so we've got Lamar Jackson taking a knee. And so one more knee should do it. So Baltimore will win this one. And they'll advance to 9-3. As for the Chargers, they will fall to 4-7. Expectations way away from what you were aiming for. But this is big. They felt like this was an opportunity that they had to win a hard-fought game, but they just couldn't do it. They'll have to regroup, get ready for New England next week. And that's it. That's game. That is game. That is game. And so thank you guys so much for coming through. JB will go ahead and end the poll here. But thank you guys for coming through. It's been great. It has been real. And this is now, what, 4 streams in a row JB has done. And so tomorrow will be number 5. Day 5 of 5 in a row. And so RC says, catch you later, JB Gator. And so, yes, looking forward to seeing you next time. JJ says, bye, JB. Goodbye to you. And next time, hey, we'll be seeing the return of Justin Jefferson out there on the football field. You guys are not going to want to miss that. But thanks again for coming through. See you guys for Monday night. Have a great start to your week. Everybody stay safe. Don't do anything that JB wouldn't do. And even if JB would do it, still take caution doing it. Thanks again for coming through.